She's gonna be here shortly. I think this is her first Twitter space ever. Most of my guests I've been bringing, they've never been on Twitter spaces before, but it's good to always have them come first on my spaces. Some guests I've brought in the past never ever want to be on Twitter, but for the purpose of the conversation, they just, register and come. That's to show how very much they value PO. That's to show how very much they love him. So I'm looking, Mag, you want to look out for her as well because she said she was just going to click on the link and hop in. Okay, now hop in here. Mag,
Yeah, I'm trying to look out for her too. Um, I can't find her. Still looking. Oh,
I can see her in the listening
I think
session.
I've seen her. She's right here.
yeah,
All
I've
right,
just ordered.
I'm gonna have her to speaker.
Yeah, I've just ordered her already.
Okay.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to this space once again. So today we have with us a very, very special guest, the very beautiful, very talented, very inspiring, wonderful, and amazing veteran Nollywood actress Hilda Dokubo. Hilda Dokubo needs no introduction. Auntie Hilda, everybody knows her, everybody loves her, everybody adores her, right? But for the purpose of this space, I'm just going to say a little about her. So, Auntie Hilda Dokubo, she is a multiple award winning actress. She is an activist. She's a youth advocate. In fact, she was former special advisor on youth affairs to His Excellency Dr. Peter Odili, who was the former River State governor. She is a coach, a consultant, a filmmaker, a mentor, an entrepreneur, a politician. I could go on and on and on and on about her. Growing up, I've always loved watching her grace the Nollywood scene. She puts on so much life and makes it look so real you would hardly believe it's acting. Before I go on, I think she dropped, so I'm just gonna bring her back up now. Bishop, if you want to come up, do what you request for the mic. So, Auntie Hilda, I've just invited you back up on stage. While we wait for her to come back up here, do well to invite people. Use the hashtag. If you're mic shy, you don't want to come up here and speak, use the hashtag to make your comments, ask your questions. But very well, as much as you can, come up on stage. Let's have this conversation. The more the merrier, right? So don't be shy. We're all obedient. We're all family members. If you want to speak in front of your family members, you don't get shy. So don't be shy here. Come up. Let's have this conversation. I'm seeing lots of requests already. We are going to let as much people as possible speak on here after our special guest has spoken. Okay, I'm trying to bring Auntie Hilda back up here. I don't know what's going on. Auntie Hilda, you might want to request for the mic. I just sent you an invite. I don't know. It's possible you're not seeing it.
I just sent her an invite. She should just accept it. I think that will bring her back up.
Okay, welcome back, Auntie Hilda. Good to have you here. So, growing up, like I was saying, I've always loved watching her, She puts in so much passion. You could you would hardly believe it's acting. You just think it's real. You could literally feel the passion she puts into her acting roles. You could feel it from just watching her. So we welcome her to this stage today. We're very glad to have you here, and welcome everyone to this space again. Do well to share, use the hashtag, and invite everybody here. So before I pass the mic over to her, I have with me today co-hosting Magnifique, and I'm going to have Bishop do well to request for the mic if you want to come up here, and we all will be co-hosting and hosting this space today. So welcome, Mag, and thanks for co-hosting with me.
Nice to be here, Miss Spells, and nice to have Auntie Hilda here at the same time. And we've been looking forward to this moment. And thank you for taking the opportunity and the time to be here with us. We know it's going to be a great time. Thank you, ma'am. And let's get this going.
Absolutely. We know how very busy someone like her can be. So for her to accept to come be with us here today, it is a great privilege. So without wasting much time, I'm going to pass the mic over to Auntie Hilda. Hello, Auntie Hilda.
I think she's having a connection issue now. Oh my God. Guys, please bear with us. She's having a little bit of connection issue right here. So I think she's dropped again. We have to bring her back up. Just bear with us, please.
Please, if you come up here, do well to mute your mic until it gets to your turn to
Oh my
speak.
God. Let me note down.
Okay, guys, sorry about that.
Hey, Miss Fells, can you please accept Bishop, bring him up because I'm trying to do that, but I think the number of speakers are full out here, so I can't get to bring him up.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't.
thank you.
I just welcome on stage, Bishop. How you doing?
I'm good. Hi guys. Hi. Happy Sunday to everyone on the space. As expected, Heart2Heart spaces are a bomb. Welcome here. Everything you've expected and you've experienced in our previous spaces are going to happen to here today. Are going to happen here today. So I mean, I'm buzzing. I'm happy to be here. Let's get it started. Mag, welcome. Pels, thank you for hosting Heart2Heart spaces. Thank you guys.
Oh dear, guys, I'm so sorry. We just have to be a little bit patient while she sorts out her network. Ugh. I don't. Nigerian network can be so frustrating. I don't know why. I really do not know why. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people know me as a filmmaker, an actor, acting coach, and talent scout. And within that space, I have grown to become a teacher and I run a creative education. So today I'm just going to speak to you about the state of affairs that we have. It would be funny to just, state afresh what we're all going through. But let's start from the list of it. Undergraduates and graduate students in Nigerian federal universities are home. They have been home now for 7 months and above. As a youth advocate, youth rights and women's rights advocate, myself, it's been tough trying to get young people to stay away from vices that would tell negatively on them after now. It's tough to tell people to exist in a vacuum, in a place where there is no hope and that they're not allowed to dream, a space where their creative abilities are insulted daily by people who are.
I
Guys,
don't
we're
know.
sorry. Either you want to go ahead.
Network is gonna.
between the governor and the young people of River State. It was also the time when we had a lot of calls and militant activities within the state, where young people were running around with AK-47 as though they were running around with sweets and chewing gum. When I got that appointment, first, I had never been a politician except, of course, for student activism days when I was welfare officer of the Students' Union. So outside of that, um, everything I knew about government and governance was as read from the papers. But I knew one thing, I knew how to attend to any responsibility that I was given. And I knew, like every other citizen, that I wanted the best for me all the time. And that was exactly what the young people of River State were going to get. So I got a lot of other people, my friends and colleagues, to join me in investigating the reason why we had that number of young people running around with guns, using drugs, and all of that. And then we realized that there was one problem, the problem of control, the problem of rewarding vices, of rewarding crime, the problem of people being neglected and just dumped on the streets. And we needed to find a bridge, a gap, to fill that gap and get young people working again. And so for the first time, I summoned a meeting that surprisingly everyone attended, because I had been told by nearly all the commissioners that I couldn't get that caliber of young people to agree to sit in one room because each one was fighting the other person, blah, blah, blah. But I went ahead. I trusted my hunches and I trusted the fact that I was willing to listen and to make amendments wherever it was required. And then I invited everyone, and everyone attended, including the governor's wife that I had made my special guest of honor. And she used her own phone to invite the governor to say, well, everyone that you need to speak to is in this hall. And indeed, he came. And that was how the peace movement started. And it got young people to agree to drop arms and to try to resolve. Now, you don't drop arms and not take up any responsibility. And so that was how they got themselves. Some people got scholarships, others got contracts to clean up the filth in the state. Different people got different things. But long and short, it worked us to a point where we could sleep. Now, the question is, how did all of this start? It started from 2008 as they began to approach the election period. Now, in 1999, a new set of people had become PDP people, had become governor and all of that. Between 1999 and 2002, a lot of the people that were given responsibility did not attend to it. And now they were required to return to their constituencies to convince the people to vote for them, knowing that they have done absolutely nothing for their people. and any of they were actually given to them by politicians. And it was now my responsibility to try to get them off those arms. And changing arms for jobs or for school, we were able to get them off. And the few that remained were the same ones that His Excellency Yaradua of blessed memory offered amnesty in 2009. Again, I was part of drafting that document because I had done a lot of research between 2003 and was part of other people's research as well in 2009 to have known what it was. When the attack was made in March of that year on Baramati Kingdom, I was one of those people who went into Baramati Kingdom to bring out the women and young people. So I have played a lot within the space of the Niger Delta on issues concerning young people and community building, on issues concerning civic responsibility and development. And I dare say that I can tell with my eyes closed that when you engage young people wrongly, you will reap that fruit. And if you engage them properly, you will also reap the fruit of them staying true to their dreams and pursuing them. Which brings me to the reason why I decided to get into politics. I've been asked over and over after 2005 when I voluntarily decided that I was not going to serve anymore. I was going to work with my people within the communities and then, be part of getting the Niger Delta working, be part of advocating for a Niger Delta and being president and all of that. In 2020, what do we call this, 21, I listened to Mr. Peter Obi talk, and I could hear my own heart race. Like, I kept asking myself, you mean we truly have people like this in Nigeria who are willing to work hard to salvage this country, to get us back to where we ought to be, a nation that is blessed with both mineral and human resources, with lands and waters, greatest weather and everything, and we have a large population. To have somebody feel like he can. And so I thought to myself, I said, I was not a politician. I still say that. I'm still not a politician. I'm a Nigerian who is part of a rescue mission, as I've always been, of the Niger Delta. And I thought, this is one man to follow. If you follow him and you do some of the things that he has prescribed, then we're likely to get this country back on track. We can save our Naira from total collapse. As of yesterday, it was 721 to a dollar. My mother once told me that Naira used to be higher than dollar, that it was 1 Naira to 1 pound. Today, that's only a dream, although some people promised us that in 2019. Today is so far removed from us that no one is thinking about that, but we're hoping that it gets right. So that's my journey. Today, I'm also speaking to my people and saying, come 2023, please, people, forget the political parties and look out for people that you can trust. People who have been tested and trusted with responsibilities, and they have not disappointed their people. People who have represented them effectively. Look out for that. Don't just go voting because this is your party or this is the most popular or biggest or smallest or whatever. Go for people. Let's begin to set things right again. And hopefully, as we work ourselves towards that, I see a great light. I don't think any country has been blessed with that kind of fortune today, to have a combination of Dati Baba Ahmed and Peter Obi. I don't think any nation has that blessing. And if we get it wrong in 2023, I don't think we will survive as a nation. It will be too much. And I just add this, right? I've been a youth. I've worked as a youth advocate. I've done, youth activism. I've been on top of that case. I worked over 10 years of my life trying to convince young people to be part of politics and decision making, and they won't hear of it. But for the first time in my life, I see young people without a lot of motivation, other than the fact that they see their future collapsing right in front of them. I see and I hear young people want to take back everything. They want to take back their country, own their country, and drive their country to safety. So I know that this is that time for somebody like me to help all of us get there. We joined the vehicle that is being driven by P2B, and all of us are in that vehicle, and we drive this country to safety. And for those of us who are at grassroots level, because that's where I am, my constituency is made up of two communities that feeds Nigeria. Soku and Cotton Channel are both in Asaritoru and Akukutoru. But God, you don't want to have a journey to my local government. My road is the most horrible. And you see all kinds of despicable people hang around, kidnap people, rape women, kill children in this time and age. And yet I have a government. I have people who sit in the local government. I have people at the House of Representatives and Senate. But my people are totally ignored because maybe they think we're minority. But even if we were minority, our wealth is not minority. Our wealth is majority. And if you would have the boldness to tap that wealth from us, then you should have the humility to develop that area and help people. It is time, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is time for every one of us in this room to do proper, rational thinking. Do we not all, as people from the same country, do we not deserve better than we have right now? Do we not deserve to have our children back in school, in schools that are schools? Not in schools that just have blocks, bricks and mortar, but schools with libraries and laboratories, research centers. Do we not deserve it? Do we not deserve for our children to receive proper education? Do we all have to find a way, sell land, sell everything just to move one child abroad, and we begin to see that child as the next messiah of the family? Do we not deserve better than that? Must everyone sojourn to another country for health care? Every time they speak to us, they tell us, oh, petroleum costs this much in that country. That costs that much in the other. And I always ask them, how much does safety cost in that place? How much does education cost in that place? How much does healthcare cost in that place? How much does being a citizen with equal rights as anybody else cost in those places? And they're unable to give answers because they know that whatever it is they're selling to people is a fraud. We deserve better than having a fraudulent government. We deserve better than Emefiele and a few of his friends shifting the price of money by the second. Whenever his friends need extra money, an extra amount is added. The bank rate is 422, and then the black market rate is 700. And to who do they pay the extra 300 plus? Why is it that the banks do not have a foreign currency, but the malam next door to the bank, where do they get this dollar and pounds from that the banks can get it? How does that even happen? But that's what we have in our country today. The banks can't give you PTA or BTA. They will make you fill all the forms from A, from C, from form. You will fill so many forms. The only thing that'll probably be left is your father's death certificate. You will feel all of this and it will not happen. The customs will intimidate you with all kinds of levies if you are an importer. If you are a manufacturer, it is worse. So really, to where do we turn? To who do we turn? If not to just listen to the one man who makes sense right now. And I think this is that time. This is that time for all of us. He's asked us to hold him accountable. He's told all of us that nobody should vote for him and go away. When you give him your support, please stay there to also give him the support of telling him when he's doing anything wrong. And that's what governance is about. Governance is about people. It is time for all of us to tell all of them that the power of the people is greater than those in power. The power of the people is what we need to employ, is what we need to harness. The power of the people. Thank God. The youths of this nation are fully awake right now. A few of them are still slumbering, but that's okay. It's only a question of time. They will all join. They will all wake up. Thank God the women of this country have refused to be quiet, to just be destinationed in the kitchen or the room. Thank God that we're beginning to say, we too can show you the way. And I'm one of those women. And I'm saying, all the women can come along. If the women in 1929 could host the Aba Women's Riot and make sure that nobody intimidates them, then we can, in 2023, tell the world that no one can intimidate the Nigerian woman. It's just about time that we all realized that if we crossed 2023 without taking back our country, if we leave our country, a country that is hungry and starving, and then people borrow money on your account and use the money to develop a neighboring country, where does it happen that a mother takes her food and feeds outsiders while her children starve to death? Where in the world has that ever happened? Only Nigerians are feeding Niger with everything, but starving to death. They borrow on our account, they steal what is borrowed, or they use it elsewhere. Where in the world does a man without any known job been in a position where he's even respected, let alone a position of asking that we make him the president of Nigeria? A man whose last job was drugging and drug peddling. How do you even go there? How do you even go there? Anybody who needs to lead this country must give us proof of what he's done before and how he's done it, how he succeeded, so we can learn. Let the mentorship be both direct and indirect. Let's not be carried away by them say. Nobody should say on behalf of anybody else. And let's not build on the platform of rumors and lies. The proof before us. Mr. Peter Obi gives us proof. And he says to us, please verify. Go and verify. You know, the boldest statement he ever made was, if you found out that 1% of the monies that I received on behalf of Anambra State was used for anything else or stolen, I will stop. That is confidence in one's self. And I doff my hat for him. He's a major reason I'm in politics today. He's a major reason I think we can all do this together, because he would need help and support as well. If he goes in there all by himself, with no one else at the national level, at the National Assembly level, it's going to be an uphill task for him. Nigeria is large, over 200 million citizens. He needs people. He needs people at the National Assembly. He needs his own people at the state level. And that's why some of us are here, to give him that support that is required to rebuild our country. I hope I'm still here.
Yes, you are. We can
I'm
hear you
still
loud
here.
and clear. Please go ahead. Yes, Ma, you are.
Okay, great. You don't know when Nigeria cuts you off. Okay, so that's why some of us are still here, and that's why some of us are doing what we're doing. We can't all run away from our country. Jakpa has become a regular lingo for everyone. Everyone who has some change wants to run away from Nigeria. And then surprisingly, we go anywhere else and we succeed. We succeed all the time because the average Nigerian is a hard worker. The average Nigerian is committed to his dream, to his ambition. So it's all up to us. And to trust him and to work with him in redeeming our country. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so very much for the powerful submission, Auntie Hilda. Your voice has remained the same all these years. It sparks, there's a special part of my heart your voice touches, and it has resurrected those memories for me. And for so many people here, I'm seeing tweets of people who still resonate warmly with your voice. Thank you so very much. So I'm going to pass the mic over now to my co-host Bishop Mike to take questions. So over to you guys.
All right, Bishop. I would like you to go first, and when you when you're done, when you get a couple of people, let me know. Then I'll take it from there. All right, Bishop. It's all you. Take it away, bro.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Auntie Hilda, thank you. I think she's not here. She left. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure she'll be back. So, guys, as you know, the rules of engagement here would be as follows: 2 minutes each for you to ask your questions. You might ask one question for 1 minute, or if you're making your submission, it should not be more than 2 minutes. So, Mark, do we start taking questions or do we wait for Auntie Hilda to come back?
I think it's best to wait for her to come back. Let's get her back up here, and then we can proceed. And let's try to see how to get her back up here. But meanwhile, let me be jamming my little jam here for you guys. Sorry, guys. We all know why this is happening, so there's no need for too much explanation. Just bear with us, please.
Let's just start taking the questions real quick. Did we lose her again? Okay, she's still right here. Bishop, are you there? Okay, real quick, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna Okay, Mark, you wanna do
Let me
it?
go.
Over to you.
Yeah. Let's start with Manachi. Manachi, you would go first, and then I'm gonna go with Edo, and then Dr. Levinas. Manachi, Edo for Obi, Dr. Levinas. I'll take it in that order.
All right, thank you so much, magnific dude. Pels, thank you so much for organizing this kind of a thing. We are really grateful. Um, good evening or good afternoon, Auntie Hilda. You are very, 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 very much welcome. We have been in a country where we have the most population of the country are the youths. Unfortunately, for so long, the youth has been, in a room where they are making decisions for the things that will affect the youth. The youths are always not even taking the back seat. Most times they are outside when they make decisions for the things that will better their life or affect them. And this time around, we have said that we are not going to have allow it to happen. We want to be at the forefront in decision making. Just like you said, under this administration, we have had things like Nigerian youths are lazy. We have had a situation where the number one citizen of this country has insulted the youths of this country that they are lazy, has insulted the women of this country that their role, they belong to kitchen and the other room. Now, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to redeem this country. Now, my question is, why do we still have people on the other side? Why do we have people, even when it is so glaring that even if you are a blind man, you can even see? You just made mention of this man has told us that if you go to Anambra State and they see where 1% of the money he generated as a governor is being misused, come and prove it, he will stop contesting. This is a man that also have told us that if you go to Anambra State and they see any land, any property, apart from the one he said he has, any property that they told you that is P2B that owns it, confiscate it. And these people has not come up with any. And all they do is sit down and look for any, if imagine P2B went to CNN and did interview, and these people shamelessly sit down and be analyzing how the interview didn't live up to expectation, this, and their principal went to somewhere yesterday and those of started sleeping. So my question is this: why do we still have our youth? Some people that has experienced what we've experienced for at least past 10 years, why are they still in the other side? Is there what they are not seeing, or what we are seeing that they are not seeing, or what they are seeing that we are not seeing? I really want to know, being it that you've been close to the youths and you interact with them, why are they still in the other side? Well, how can we win them over? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Auntie Hilda is in the listening section. I'm trying to bring her back up here. Auntie Hilda, if you can hear me, please accept my request to come back up here. Or you can just request and then we'll bring you back up. Thank you.
Felix, sorry I had to drop you so we can bring her up. Once this is I'll bring you back up.
Monachi, I'll tell you what. During the NSAS protest, we realized that there are three sets of young people: the informed youth, the uninformed youth, and the ill-informed youths. And I will break them down. The informed youths are those group of young people who either by interaction or education are very aware of happenings around the globe. including Nigeria. The result of being informed and skilled and engaged makes their reasoning clearer. They're able to tell when things are working, and they're able to say no to hunger. Now, when you're able to say no to hunger, people are unable to entice you using money. The ill-informed youths are the half-educated ones who gather a lot of information from the streets, are not engaged most of the times, and therefore are swayed very quickly by money or empty promises. So most times they stand on the fence until they get an offer. If the money is good, they swing with the money. If the promise sounds good, they swing with the promise. Now, there's also the third group who are the ones that are always engaged for crime and vices. These boys live under the bridge. They don't know when their next meal will come, including the girls. They don't know anything. So the way that they seek um, help for their mental state is alcohol, drugs, crime. They get into fight. We refer to them as the usually excluded. Street kids, majorly. Now, because that's where they live, they end up either as touts at the motor park, or they just do anything. These are the ones that are usually engaged by politicians. And I mean bad politicians, not politicians willing to provide good governance. They give them arms, they promise them, they give them money, they give them smoke, and this group of people go the wrong way. So these are the people who know that between now and election day, they can keep making 5,000 naira daily or 10,000 naira daily, being a nuisance. That's it. So these are the people that you and I need to target. We need to target them to get them to see that life goes beyond attending to today's hunger and giving them a breakdown of how much they're actually earning at the end of the day. Somebody did that once, and a lot of young people moved away from that crowd. When the person broke down and said, they paid you 5,000 naira on the day of election. You took it and you sold 4 years. Every year is 365 days times 4, which is the number of
So
years that
I
you
just
sold for
want her.
5,000. Okay? For 5,000. So you and I need to engage. We need to engage these ones and engage, most importantly, the ill-informed ones. Give them the proper information, and then, you depopulate the number of young people that can be used to commit any kind of crime during this period. So that's why they are there. Hunger and lack of proper information, lack of proper education. That's why they're still there. They think that this can make a change. The 5,000 naira that they sell their future for. That's why they don't have your knowledge, they don't have your information. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Before I go to the next speaker, let me acknowledge the presence of Padga, area father. We hello. We say make we hear you first before we proceed now. As our father, welcome, sir. We
I
see
catch
you
am.
for
I
here.
dey here. They listen. Mm. I dey here.
Thank
They
you.
listen as a father. But you have a very
Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I don't think we can hear you. You're also breaking
interesting
out now.
guest. Oh,
Hello, Uncle Charlie. Our area, I hail. Okay, network has started again. It's well.
Yeah. So let's move on to Let's move on to Edo for Obi. Edo for Obi, quickly ask Auntie Hilda your question and let's keep this moving. Please make it as brief as possible. All right, man, go for it. It's all you. Edo for Obi, are you there?
He's
Edo
there,
for
but
Obi.
his mic is muted.
I know. He knows what to do. I guess he's having network issues as well. All right,
Yeah.
let's quickly go to Dr. Levinas. Dr. Levinas, you're the next person, so go
Thank you
for it.
very much. Thank you very much. I want to commend everyone in this chat room, and it's a pleasure to be with the great minds here to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And I don't have questions, but I just want to make some comments and also thank our sister Hilda Dokubo for your courage to be part and parcel of the good governance that we are expect to have in Nigeria. Most of us were chased out of our country, not just because of anything, but because of bad leadership, killings. You cannot predict how long you will be because today you might be alive, tomorrow you don't know what tomorrow holds for you in Nigeria because of kidnapping, killings, and all said and done. So I think it's welcoming. Most of us decided to be part and parcel of politics because of the great person, the man of integrity, the man of simplicity, the man of transparency and accountability in all ramification of it. And we decided to be part of it because wherever we are today, people fought for the freedom that the citizens are enjoying. And the essence of government is the happiness of the greatest majority. So if you are in a government that cannot give happiness to majority, then that government is not working. And if you are in a position that you cannot provide or protect the life and property of your citizen, which we are seeing today happening in Nigeria, definitely that government is a failure. So we have taken it up to ourselves that come 2023, whatever that it will be in our power, our resources, we will make sure that we secure Nigeria for our children, for our unborn generation, that tomorrow when they come up, they will say, yes, in 2023, there were new dimensions in Nigerian politics. And I want to commend our youths that have taken it up to themselves, irrespective of the challenges, the poverty that they have used to subject us to their inhuman treatments. But youth have woken up to say enough is enough. So I want to encourage you. I want to tell you that we will not just be at the fence watching, that when the right time reach, you will be on ground and we will put whatsoever we'll do. We are mobilizing. I am the secretary for NNPO, Liberian chapter here in Liberia, and we know what we are doing on the ground is not something to be open right now, but in a due time, we will do what we promised to do. So I encourage everyone here not to give up. Come 2023, Peter Obi will be the next president of Nigeria and nothing will stop it.
Amen.
Irrespective of how much they're playing, whatever strategy they want to use, God have written it, the citizens have said it, everyone is fighting. There is never in the history of Nigeria that I have seen the enthusiasm of the youths like this before. So this movement is ordained by God. And I assure every one of us that we should not back down. Let's talk to people. Let's take Jehovah Witness approach. Talk to somebody, talk to somebody, and talk to somebody. Let somebody talk to somebody.
That's right.
And that is what we do. Thank you very much. Let's keep it up. Obedient forever. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Dr. Levinas. Bishop, are you there? Bishop.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Can you talk for me real quick? Take it from here real quick.
All right.
Let me give you the next three speakers: Gaboni, Simcard, and Chimeze. in that order. Then I'll be right back, Bishop.
Gamboni, it's yours. Take it away, bro. Space with us.
Thank you, Bishop. Good evening or afternoon, Dokubo. It's a pleasure to have you here. Dear Father, thank you for being here with us. Yeah, thank you for all you're doing, man. I saw you at the Port Harcourt 1 million man march. That was 2 million. No, it was 3 million man march. Wow, like it was a bomb. You guys made the other camp jittery. You know, they were scared to their teeth. So I thank you guys for what you did that day. Me myself, I was so emotional.
Can we hear Gamboni, or is it just me? I don't think I can hear him.
We can hear him, Mag.
He's on.
Okay, so it's my end. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So it was mind blowing. The emotion I felt that is seeing crowd at the convergence point. You know, I felt so much emotion, and I was like, God, you just have to do this for us. Like you just have to, because if no, you just have to do this for us. The question I want to ask you, Ma, is I was born and brought up in the Niger Delta in Warri to be precise, and I understand how these politicians use our talks there in Niger Delta to perpetrate evil during election period, and saying the fact that the Niger Delta is predominantly a PDP state, you know, and like what you said about the less privileged youths. When I mean less privileged, I mean those who have been left to cater for themselves, those who sleep under the bridge, who have nobody to take care of them, who have gone into crime. Most times they are easily accessible, like to these politicians. And you know, every politician wants to win elections. Every politician want their party to win. I've been out of the South the Nigeria for a long time now because I decided not up past of my work right now. So I want to know. I know you've been around the Niger Delta area because I know the creeks in Bayelsa, in River State. I know how most of this how elections are being rigged in those creeks. So I want to know, is there any plan to checkmate, you know, this act by these our career politicians? Because most of the rigging is done in the creeks where people cannot go, where even the INEC staff that goes there, they might threaten their life, and that is where elective rigging is mostly done by these career politicians, especially, you know, PDP. You know, we know how it is there. So, is there anything in place for this to be checkmated during 2022 election, and also for these people in the creeks and to get the message? Thank you very much. Thank you for all you're doing, ma'am. I pray God give you the strength, and even in the election coming up for the House of God, because I know these people like you will lead in the National Assembly. I pray for success. So I just want to know what can be done, or is there any plan in place to curb these menace of rigging in the creeks and the areas of the Niger Delta? Are you the man?
Thank you, Gaboni. Are there plans? Yes, and I'll tell you what, this reign of bad governance is not only on one man. It does not affect only Peter Obi and Hilda Dokubo. It affects all of us. We all feel the pinch. Even those that are placing us in that position feels the pinch that we feel. And they wish for something better. And they know that there is something better. They are just afraid of what they will lose as who they are to the wind of change that is coming. What I think all of us can do jointly, because this can't be a battle for only those of us asking for elective offices, no, or for P2B. It's for all of us. Although you are in the north, call your own people, call your circle of friends and tell them to talk to others, both the ones on the streets that they have used hunger as a weapon to arrest, and the ones who are beneficiaries from politicians. Let's begin to talk to people and let them see how they can actually get more. See, nobody likes to be the servant. Well, not even servants will be a good word. No one likes to be the slave. No one likes to be the slave, whether the field slave or the house slave.
Nobody wants to be that. Everybody wants to be the freeborn. And the minute people can realize that they've been used as slaves, they themselves will stop it. Around the Niger Delta right now, if you notice what has happened, because most of the people in the Niger Delta have been mute for a long time, did this administration not tell us that Tom Polo was a criminal? That what he was doing, the job that he was given, that the total sum at the time was 4 billion. Did they not say that was a crime and they declared him wanted? Suddenly now it is not a crime. They have given him back the same job, this time changing only its nomenclature and making the 4 billion a monthly salary or whatever. Then you also engage others. You engage shooter sites. You engage Asari. So what are you trying to do? Set the Niger Delta ablaze or what exactly? I don't know. I don't know what it is they intend to achieve. Is that empowerment? What kind of empowerment is that? Where you tag a man, a criminal, 1 minute, and the next minute is no longer? All because of what you want to find a way to get the Niger Delta vote, when within your own powers, you already destroyed the Niger Delta of Nigeria? There's so much. I am a Christian, and I dare to say that, when the Bible said, and the Lord said to Moses, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go that they may worship the Lord their God. And then the Bible says that the Lord went ahead of Moses to harden the heart of Pharaoh that he might destroy him. I just see a lot of that playing out where people are using their own hands to destroy themselves every day. Every day. But please, dear God, may they not stop so that people can be set free. It is bondage. Young people who don't understand are in bondage. They are slaves to people who have weaponized hunger. So let's do door to door with them. Let's sit them down and show them the things that they stand to lose and the things that they stand to gain. And the minute they see that freedom is possible, they would rather have freedom. That's what I know, because I've been trying that in my area and I see it's working. So I think it will work. I share whatever strategy I employ that works for me. I try to share it with other people. Let them try. Let's go door to door. Let's talk to people. Let's show them the truth. Once they can feel the freedom, they will go and get it. That's what I think.
Thank you very much, Ma. We really appreciate you. Okay, so guys, here are some renewed ground rules. Okay, now we're going to have just 1 minute to ask our questions, so we can take as much people as possible. All right, please, just 1 minute to ask your questions. And after you've spoken, if I drop you, please do feel free to request the mic again after others have spoken. SIM card, it's yours. Take it away. SIM card, are you there?
All right, yeah, thank you, Bishop. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, bro. Go.
All right, thank you. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much, Pearls, for organizing this space. Thank you, Lady Hilda, for making my childhood memorable. God bless you, ma'am. Okay, straight to the let me straight to the chase. Yeah, ma'am, we know in Nigeria the kind of politics that we play here is a very dirty one. There are a lot of challenges to especially young persons who would or rather who have it part of their dreams to venture into politics. Now, this is a direct question to you. Have you encountered these challenges being that you decided to venture into politics? And if you have, how have you been able, to weave your way around them as a way to, encourage young persons who may also be nursing the dreams of venturing into politics to make the country better? So that's my question to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, have I faced challenges? Yes. And if anyone is doing anything and has never faced challenges, then the person is not doing anything. You must face challenges. One of the challenges that you will face in doing politics in Nigeria is money. right? We have a mantra. We say we're not the give shishi, and we actually mean we're not the give shishi. But when you go to some of these communities, the hunger that stares at you, that you see on the faces of even children who are not of the age to vote, you can't ignore it. You would have to do something about it. You don't want to buy anybody's vote and you don't have to buy anybody's vote, but you can't ignore your own people. All right. So you would have to attend to certain needs. You will also have people who will come up with um, very outrageous demands. For instance, you go to a community and you need to set up an office. This is a community where their usual house rent per year is less than 200,000. The minute they hear it's going to be the office of Labour Party, they give it a 1,000% increase. And then you start wondering, why in the name of anything do I have to pay that much when houses in this community cost this much? But they know why they're doing it. They're not doing it because they hate you. They're doing it because another party would have come to them to say, if you don't give them, we're going to take it for this much. And sometimes people get really, really greedy. But the scary ones are when people fix meetings, political meetings for midnight, for 2 a.m., 3 a.m., when they fix meetings at those times. First, as a lady, and knowing the state of insecurity in the country. But thank God for COVID. COVID taught most of us how to work remotely. Here I am speaking to a large crowd of people made up of people from all over the world. So now when they go that bad, you say, well, you know what? I can't come out at 1 a.m. You have to fix this meeting. You have to make provision for online joining. So I can join you either via Zoom or via WhatsApp or via whatever means. And we've been able to tackle that. Now, there's also the challenge of people wanting to cast aspersions. And I have learned something from Mr. Pitobi. You don't waste your time with stuff like that. You put your energy on dealing with the issues. You respond only to questions concerning issues, not questions on somebody wanting to run you down, especially when you know there is no truth in what the person says. So you pay the person very little or no attention. That's how we have dealt with it. And then, but the money issue, where you need a lot of money to do prints and stuff like that, that's one challenge, you know. You need money to buy your farm, you need money for posters, handbills, stickers, and all of that. You start with what we all start with in every business, and you keep it within a comfortable range. Because if you have to borrow or get into unnecessary commitments with some people just to get that political office, the minute you get in that office, you're going to have to find a way to pay back those people. So the best thing is to keep it within very manageable amount. Or if you have made earned some goodwill, your friends and family members can always help you do those things. Just the same way we do with weddings, where people buy souvenirs and give to guests and not leave it to the bride and groom. So you can have family and friends, like people here can say, oh, I like the way Auntie Hilda sounds. I want to print all her posters. How many posters do you need? And you say number, and somebody gives you that. So those are some of the ways that we have handled it. Door to door, friend support, people giving you resources and materials, joining online for programs that are plugged to midnight. Yeah, those are some of the challenges that I have seen, and I think that everybody can tackle it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. That's I mean, those challenges that you have mentioned, I have faced them myself because while going for those grassroots movement for Peter Obi, some of the challenges you've highlighted is something common to anyone who is into grassroots movement. Thank you very much, Jack. You're welcome. Let's take Chimeze. Chimeze, how are you doing today? Chimeze Francis Eze, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I have
Hi.
to start my. I'm fine.
Yes. So
Good
you
afternoon.
have 1 minute to ask your question, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, Bishop. Good afternoon, Auntie Hilda,
Good
the
afternoon.
the screen diva. You've made my life beautiful while growing up. Okay.
Thank
I
you.
have quite a long lines here to ask, but I will just go straight to one question. Um, Having seen the effort of influencers in 2023 elections, I think why we have gone this far within a short.
Sorry, Chimezi, are you there?
It makers
We
where we
just
don't.
lost him.
And now we have seen. Can
Oh
you hear
God.
me? Can you hear
Yes.
me?
You're
Yes,
going off
Chimeze.
and on, Chimese.
Okay,
Chimeze,
sorry.
I think you're having a bad network reception. If you can just move away from where you are a little bit, let's see if you could have. Destiny, please mute your mic. Destiny Gabriel, so I don't take you down as a speaker, please. Thank you very much. Please mute your mic, Destiny Gabriel. Thank you. So we don't have a rowdy session here. So Chimeze, you can try again. Let's see if you have a better reception now. Chimeze, are you there? Okay, while we wait for Chimeze, let me take Jack. Jack, how are you?
Hello? Okay. I can hear you now.
Okay, Chimeze, all right, go ahead. Chimeze, all right, won't waste much for the time on that. Chimeze, request the mic after you have returned. Jack, are you there? Jack, please unmute your mic and speak if you are there. All right, we'll give Jack 1 more minute to come back. And while Jack is preparing to come back, I'm going to take Prince. Prince, you're on C. How are you, my brother?
Hi, my friend. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Okay, hold on,
Yeah.
Prince. Let's give Magnific Dude. Magnific Dude, hi, you have something to say?
Yes, Bishop, I think we should go with the ladies real quick. Let's try Destiny and Lillian before we take any other male speaker, if you don't mind, please.
All right, Prince, you are a gentleman, and I know, the government of my principal, our principal Peter will be, is an inclusive government. So taking a lady before you would be the right thing to do. Thank you for that love emoji. Goes to show how far you are supporting the woman in this human race. God bless you, Prince. Lillian, how are you?
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Magnific Dude. Thank you, Miss Bells. Good evening, Nancy, Hilda. Please, I just crave your indulgence to just take a little bit of time to talk about her. I've had an encounter with her several years back. I know she wouldn't remember, but I'm really glad she's part of this movement and she's who she says she is. I was a friend to her younger brother in the University of Port Harcourt, Soki, and I encountered her then. She's an amazing human being. She's the dream of every sibling. Like, she's a dream of every sibling having a big sister like that. She loved his friends. She loved everybody around him. And I lost contact with her brother after we left school, after we left the university. But I think 2 years ago, I bumped into her again at the salon in Lagos at Yellow CC in Lekki Phase 1. But I was very ill that day, so I was not my bubbly self, so I couldn't walk up to her. But she saw me and noticed that I wasn't, although she didn't recognize me, that I was her brother's friend. She saw me and she knew something was wrong. And she came to me and she was like, "Are you okay?" are you all right? What's wrong with you? And I told her I wasn't feeling well. And she went on and, oh, please do this. What's wrong with you? Try and take this, try and get some rest and all that. And before I left, I told her, okay, I'm Soki's friend. I used to be Soki's friend, you know. And she was like, oh, really? You know, she gave me a hug and all that. So she's an amazing human being. God bless you, Ma. You impacted the lives of so many people at that time you didn't know. And when I knew that you were running for the House of Reps, although I wished you were going in for the Senate to wake up that place, you know. But like, I'm glad you're running for the House of Reps. And I told my husband that I'm going to ride with this woman because I know that she's an amazing person and what she says is what she will do. So I know you are, I think it's the same. I'm from Asari Toro, so I think it's the same constituency with Boma Goodhead. That's the one you're running for, right?
Yes.
We are working against
Correct.
principalities and powers, Ma.
I know.
Against principalities and powers, and I am really worried and concerned. I know God is with us. So my concern, one of my questions is, how are you going to, what are you doing about, you know their antics, you know what they are up to, you know what you're up against. What are you doing to curtail all of those their excesses, you know, especially during the election? I'm not voting in Port Harcourt because I registered in Lagos. My PVC is here in Lagos. I'm voting in Lagos. But I know I've spoken to a lot of people that are registered, especially those registered.
Lillian, can I come in
Yeah.
here? You only had 1 minute.
I'm sorry.
Please go to your question.
Yeah, so I
Thank
need
you
to
very
know, I
much.
need
Go
to know
ahead.
what she's doing, you know, because I know this person she's up against. I know, you know, so I really need to know what she's
Okay,
doing
so
to
Lillian, I'll tell you what we do with principalities and powers in high and low places. And I'm from the home of principalities and powers. I am also a Dokubo. I am from Ward 3 and I am an Ojuka offspring.
Oh,
so so fight is not strange to us. We're all fighters. We're all from the same place. The truth of the matter is, even the blind in this situation sees. Boma has been there for 8 years. 8. And in 8 years, like I told them the only time we met, if you guys show me one thing that she has done, including for herself, then in the voice of Peter Obi, I will stop campaigning. But if she's not been any use, either to us as a people or to herself as an individual, then we have no reason whatsoever to even want to support her. So both the principalities and the powers, they all know that she needs to she needs to, you know, convince all of us. Right? She needs to convince us. 2 is, I'm going to everyone. I'm going to every single person, both the powers, the principalities, and the spirits. I'm going to everyone and I'm speaking to everyone. Incidentally, too, in the course of doing my works, my advocacy work, and in the course of doing my work as an essay to Governor Odili, I worked in my community. So a lot of them know me. They know me not just as one of their daughters, they know me as somebody who's held an office before and actually worked for her people. They know that. So I'm not hard to sell and I'm not hard to introduce. And that's exactly what I'm doing. People are doing it. It's a door-to-door thing. We're going to go there. Like I keep saying to everybody, let nobody bring in any weapon here. Let's do this as decently as we can. And I think that we can do that. I'm up against powers and principalities, but it doesn't matter. I will win this one, and they all know that. And I will win it with all their support because they too are hungry for good governance. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Ma. I want to say this. Okay, please, guys, kindly, follow Pearls, follow Auntie Hilda, follow Magnific Dude, and if you will, follow myself. If you know how I do it on all spaces I co-host, please do, because we would be having the former deputy governor to Peter will be very soon on a space. We're going to have we've been having a lot of people who work with him. I mean, Peter will be himself in Anambra State, and you all know we've been having a blast moment. So please do kindly follow Pearls, follow Hilda Dokubo, follow Magnific Dude, and follow please do follow Hilda Dokubo. Thank you very much. We're gonna take Prince now. Prince, you've waited for a very long time. Please let's go with Prince. Prince, how are you doing?
Bishop, I'm doing good. And how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Go
Pearl
ahead and
and
space with us.
Magni, Madam Hilda, God bless you. And
Bless you
I
too.
thank everyone on the space, wherever you're spacing from. I'm so happy to meet you, both the ones who are obedient and the ones who came to spy. Okay, I'm so happy to meet you all. Let me just break it down a little bit. You know, this bad governance has really woken everybody up, and there is nothing that is going to stop Madam Hilda in ascending to her position. And let
Amen.
me say this: there is nobody who is monopoly of witchcraft. So many people have been practicing witchcraft in their closet and decided to keep it on their own. So if anybody decides to be a witchcraft and want to bring it to the public, he will now know that there are some people who have been in it for a very long time. You know, that's
Exactly.
to that's to address that issue. Okay. In the issue on ground, let me just tell you something. There is nothing we all are going to do about this matter except Peter Obi wins. Because if Peter Obi does not win this next coming election, the Nigerian people are going to be in a very big mess.
Mess.
Because it's you cannot mention anything that is working perfectly well in Nigeria. Everything, and the problem is people are taking it easy. People are taking it like it's normal. It's a normal thing. When I came back, I think I came back on the 8th. Today is 18th. This is 10 days in Nigeria. And I came back. One purpose was for my family because I've missed my family for a long time. And I came back also for the election. Okay. But I realized that people are so comfortable when they are sitting in the hold up and you are being agitated, they will tell you, calm down now, it go clear. When there's no light, they will meet you, and tell you, bro, don't worry now, light will come. When the internet is slow, they will tell you that's how MTN behaves. See, everything is not working, and people are so comfortable with it. As in, everybody is just relaxed about the situation, and they don't know that there is better life beyond what Nigerians are living right now. And my problem is these politicians who steal your money, travels abroad, see those good things in those countries, and they come back, they don't replicate it. They will just come back and be looking at you like these are our zombies. During the election, we'll use them to buy votes. Because they know that when they open your eyes, you know who is better and who you should vote for. And this time around, see, it's not something that we are going to negotiate. It's not negotiable. Whatever threats and anything we are receiving, me, anytime I be on spaces. If after spaces, I receive messages on DMs. You know, people telling me I tell them, whatever you want to do, go and do. It is better we talk and die that we don't talk and we
I
still
will
die.
still die.
So what is the essence of me not talking and I die? My God in heaven will not even accept me in my glorious mansion, you know. So this is not something that we are begging you to do. It is for you. It is for you. It is for your own future. It is for your future, your family future, your children's future. If you truly love that your child, you should clamor for a good Nigerian. a good Nigeria. Because see, education section is education should be have we should have welfare for education. Like now, a father who is interrupting me. I can hear sound. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I have no idea where
Go
that
ahead. We can hear you. No, it was coming from Auntie Hilda. But go ahead. I
Okay.
think she has left here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like people don't know that when sometimes like some parents who lost their job and don't have money to pay school fees, government have packages for parents who do not have money immediately to pay, and they will shield the children education. These are things people in Nigeria does not know. When it comes to a hospital, when you go to hospital, yes, boss.
Please, say now 1 minute you they give. I beg you, just try round up. You don't take like 4 minutes.
That's why I like Saddam will give me like 10 minutes to be
No,
violent.
I know, I understand. If it was a violent space that we were holding, we would give you more time. But still, we have a lot of people requesting the mic, and we have a lot of people wanting to ask questions. Yeah. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. And I just want to encourage us to keep our fight going. Nigeria will be a better state, a better country. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, Prince. Thank you very much. I just want to take a quote, a Turkish proverb. Okay. This is just according to what Auntie Hilda said before, and let me just take it. It says the forest keeps the forest keeps shrinking, but the tree keeps voting for the axis because the axe was clever enough to convince the tree that because his handle was made of wood, he was one of them. Hmm. Very, very, a very, very tricky one there. Okay, so we can't keep voting for these guys because we feel that they are one of us. No, they are the one cutting us down, dividing us with tribe and religion. Okay, thank you very much. Now we'll go and take Destiny now. Destiny Gabriel, how are you doing today? Destiny Gabriel, are you there? All right, no Destiny Gabriel, we have to take you over as a speaker. So, guys, one more thing, I want to beg you, okay? If you know you don't have what to say or you don't want to speak, it makes no, for lack of better term, it makes no sense requesting the mic because when you come up here and then you are dumbfounded or dormant, it just occupies space. Okay, thank you very much, guys. All right, so let's go back now and take Wonsu. Wonsu, how are you today? Wonsu Chigozie, how are you doing, sir? You have your hands raised up. Mr. Chigozie Wonsu, are you there? Okay, another dominant speaker. All right, let's take Raspi. Raspi, how are you doing, sir? Raspi, are you there? Nabuchi Prosper, are you there? Okay, let's take a lady. Lifa, Lifa, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I am here.
I know you are there. Okay, go ahead and speak.
Thank you, everyone. And Pals, once again, a great space you're hosting. Magnific dude. I think it's fallen off. Well done. Bishop, may I ask, how many questions can I ask and how many minutes do I have to say my question?
You have 1 minute
Okay.
and your time started already. So
Don't say that. Start it now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, your time starts now.
Okay, I'll go straight to my question. Madam Hilda, my pleasure to meet you today and to meet your acquaintance. Now, I have two questions, if I can fit them in. The first one is this. How are you planning to demonstrate accountability to your constituency when you emerge successful in your bid to represent your federal constituency? And number two, what are the ways you are going to ensure that women and girls engage with politics, with political education, know that they can have a say and a role in the current dispensation? How are you going to put it in the stand of time so it lasts for a long time? Thank you.
Okay, Auntie Hilda, please unmute your mic and speak. Auntie Hilda, are you there? Auntie Hilda, if you can hear me, you are muted and we can't hear you.
Okay, I've unmuted
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Okay.
Go now.
I got the second question, but I didn't get the first one. Can you just repeat the first one, please?
Yes, I can. I said, how are you going to demonstrate, make yourself accountable to your constituency?
Okay, awesome.
In the event that you're successful in your bid? And I just wanted to put it out there, I'm also your fellow Ijo sister, but I'm from Bayelsa State.
Thank you very much. Let me go. Am I still on? Okay. Let me go from the second to the first. How to engage the girls and the women in my constituency. First, I'm also female, so it's important to me that my first constituents, who are made up of women and young people, of those two local government areas from where enormous wealth is contributed to the country, is engaged. What am I going to do? One, every month, I would hold a town hall meeting for women and young people. And the reason is, in my place, we have a saying that goes, no one dances and sees her back. So when we engage monthly, I'll be able to take feedback from home. Because my work as a member of the House of Rep is just doing three things. One is effective representation, which means represent my people. And my people are made up of male, female, children, adults, aged, kings, chiefs, whoever. And so it's important that I represent them effectively. How do you do this? By making laws that protects them and projects development of your people. That's what I do. And then the third is to hold the executive accountable on all promises made my people and ensuring that those promises are fulfilled. Right? That's what the mandate of that office is. So it's important that I get those feedbacks. And when I get those feedbacks and return to work, whatever laws are being pushed, whatever laws are being, whatever policies are being sponsored, I will ensure that it does not endanger the females of my area, that it projects them, it protects them. That must be done. The second thing is to ensure that a few of them who qualify for it, who desire it, are given support. From whatever I get, are given support to further their education. Because if you are not properly educated, God, achieving anything becomes shallow dreaming. You won't achieve it. You need education. You know, when our parents used to say education is the key, the question we forgot to ask them was, what is the padlock? The padlock is your future. So for you to unlock your future, you need education, right? Now, about presenting myself accountable, even now I do that. As a non-profit person, what you do is ensure that you are accountable, because whoever supports your project must receive account. Transparent, must see what you have done. Your report must say that. You must be open to present your account, both financial reporting and narrative reporting. You must be open enough to receive visitors even at the shortest possible notice. That's what I do now as Hilda Dokubo, running a non-governmental organization. That's what I do now. So that's exactly what the people of Asaritoru and Akukutoru are going to get. They will have that report presented to them quarterly, and they have the right. Because the only reason I'm going there is to give them the representation that they have not received in the last 24 years. So if I'm just going to go there and do exactly what they have had in 24 years, then this is a waste of time. My spending time talking to this honorable gathering is a waste of time. And I'm not a time waster. Anybody who knows me knows that. So it's going to be open. People already know what I have or don't have because my life as celebrity presents me, I'm almost like one in the marketplace. Everything is out there. They don't spare you. They put you out there. People set standards for you every day. And you set standards too for yourself. So if in the course of doing my work as a celebrity, I've done it transparently, it will be the same thing in governance because I hunger for good governance, and I want to proudly bequeath to my children a name that they can be proud of, to say, when our mother stood as the representative of her people, she did well. I would hate for anyone to jeer at them. So yes, I'm going to present myself for accountability. The books are going to be there, whatever I get. And I'm hoping that as Mr. Pichobi continuously says, he's going to cut down the cost of governance. I'm looking forward to it. So we know those who mean well and those who just want to get there so they can get plenty of money for doing very little work. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Hilda Dokubo. Thank you very much. Remember, a traveler. His name is Kweku the Hustler. How are you doing, my bro?
I am
Kweku, how are you doing? I was calling someone.
Good evening, everyone. I'm doing okay. Auntie Hilda, thank you very much for being on this space. Thank you very much for being on this space this afternoon. I've just been listening to everything everyone has to say. Just been listening to how you've been taking the questions, basically just dissecting them and tackling them. I don't really have a question to ask you, to be honest. I don't have any questions to ask you. I just want to be on the space. I just want to listen to people ask their questions, and I want to listen to the answers that you're giving because your answers are so articulated and straight to the point, and I enjoy being here. So I'm just gonna sit back in the listener section and keep enjoying the space, basically. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much. Auntie Hilda, is readily here for us in case you want to ask her a question. Now, Auntie Hilda, I'm going to play something for you. Hope you can hear it. And then you just, after we listen, then I'll try to ask my own question on that. Okay. So Auntie Hilda, I can hear you saying, "We know they give, we know they take." That was you addressing the obedience in Port Harcourt. It was a fearful event. When I saw the crowd, my heart went boom. Fear gripped me, and then you address the crowd with all confidence. Can you just tell us what inspired that speech before we take the next speaker? Go ahead, man.
Hunger for good governance. I'm hungry. I look at myself and I measure the giftings that I have received from God. And I ask myself, if I was from anywhere else, I'll be way bigger than I am. I know that God has blessed me. I've done well for myself. But God, I could have done more if I was from a place where, creative skills are encouraged and don't forget, I'm part of building Nollywood. I'm part of the pioneers of Nollywood, and we built something that is enviable. Today, the second largest in the world, and everyone wants to understudy what Nollywood is doing and doing right. And the first thing that everyone needs to know about Nollywood was when it started, nobody asked you your state of origin, your ethnic nationality, or anything. If any question was asked, it was on your name, contact, and languages that you speak. Now, in everything else that we do in Nigeria, that stupid thing they call federal character, where they tell you something has to happen to this group of people, where somebody scores 3 and gains admission into the university, and another person scores 200 and can't gain admission because it is assumed that the zone is educationally advantaged and the other one is disadvantaged. That thing has just ruined us as a people. And an institutionalized mediocrity. And so people like me are so hungry because we travel as a result of our work. We travel around the world, we see things working, and we know that they can work. Every time I go to Dubai and I have to do that sail on their artificial creek, and I think of my water in Buguma and Abonima, I cry. I'm like, God, this can happen where I come from. We even have bigger space. It's called River State, for God's sake. But it's not happening. So standing there and seeing the number of people who are as hungry as I am for good governance, who are eager to kick away mediocrity, who are hungry to become their dreams, see their dreams come true, and we see that it is possible. It emboldened me. It emboldened me to make that statement that I don't need anybody to bribe me to have the Nigeria that I want, the Nigeria of my dream, the Nigeria that I don't want my children robbed anyway. Not wanting my children's future robbed off again, like they have robbed us and robbed our parents. Our parents allowed it. No, I'm not going to allow anybody do any further robbing. And that was the motivation. That was what emboldened me. And when I said those words, I meant every word of it. We know they give, we know they take. We're not going to bribe you to vote in good governance. And we're not going to take from you to keep the rubbish one we they go through right now. You're not going to borrow money from my head, thief the money, then turn around, tell me, say, I get to give you more money from the one when I slave. And no, it's not going to work like that. So it's very important for all of us. And I mean this, God. I mean every word of it. If we lose 2023 to wickedness and mediocrity, to ethnicity and stuff like that, to bribery, well, some of us have done halfway home. It is the people that are millennials and those unborn and the ones that are 5 years old now. When a child's school fees, a child that is 3 years old, the parents will need to cough 500 and something thousand to go to school. When those of us who have managed to send children abroad need to cough 720 naira per dollar, and the children are paying international school fees, when those kids return, now we're doing, it's a revolution, it's subtle, it's gentle, it's a revolution of words, it's a revolution of gathering of people. Nobody is picking up arms, and God, may people not pick up arms. What those kids will show this country, what we're doing today will be a child's play. It's not a threat, it's just the level of frustration that young people would have to deal with. And the younger generation, they're less patient than we are. We've taken a lot of rubbish, and truthfully, standing up there made me feel good, made me feel like the tomorrow we're going to have will be way better than today and yesterday. So we're not going to give, we're not going to take, but we will stand with the one man that we all trust. And we're going to put in other people who can work with him and help him achieve what we all are dreaming of, a country a country that is safe and secured, a country where dreams can come true, a country where things work, where people do not have to weaponize poverty and use it against their own. So that was what that was about. And seriously, every word said there, I meant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see, I've always seen you as a natural one, Auntie Hilda. Thank you very much. I remember while I was growing, I watched a movie with you and Sandra Achums, and
Mhm.
then Zach Oji was your husband, and the way you look in that movie, mm, you just got your cheek just got chubbier, like you just look chubby now. Well, I mean, the way you were before is still the way you are now, and you are going to give me that secret, and it might not be on the space. Okay, it will be
Yeah,
a private discussion. I followed you. Maybe you can do well to follow back so that I can ask you and you can
yeah,
give me the
sure.
secret recipe. Thank you very much. So please, guys, please
You're
follow
welcome.
Pels, follow Mag, follow Auntie Hilda. Please follow your boy Bishop. Thank you so much. Okay, moving
Thank
ahead,
you.
moving ahead. Chimeze, Chimeze, did you speak or did you get dropped off by your network? Chimeze, are you there?
Yes, I was dropped off because my network was bad.
Okay, all right,
So,
Chimeze, I'm going to
but
give you
now I
two
have my.
minutes. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much.
Veto Power from the host has, and she's asked me to give everyone 3 minutes. But I'm going to give you 2 minutes, so everyone will take 2 minutes. If I give you three
Okay.
minutes, then it will be we won't have some people speak. So okay, go ahead, Mr. Chimeze.
2 minutes is a whole lot of time, so I will cover up. Okay. Good evening, ma. Once again. So I want to my question before I make my submission. My question is, we have gotten a long length in our campaign, in our promoting P2B, and P2B is now a household name. So,
Uh-huh.
but we're having a problem. We heard the report of the COP organization that there are intruders into the INEC server that registered even the foreigners and a lot of funny data that crept into the INEC server and all those kind of things. So how are you going to use your influence and your organization to help us get INEC to be answerable to people in this election? Somebody said INEC is the altar that every man bow to, whether you are a contestant or electorate. So how are you going to help us with your influence to make sure that our voice is heard and all this kind of fraud and rigging will not be made manifest in 2023 elections, especially presidential and every other election? So secondly, I want to thank you so much for your boldness, even at this moment where the election is still looking like bloody. Nigeria election is a kind of war, and I understand what it means because I was into some level of engagement with political activities in my state when I was in the East, and I know that many youth lost their life in 2003, and I don't want to see that site again. So I stepped aside and went to do business in Lagos, and God has been helping me to eat. So it's only that dollar is increasing, but I salute your courage, and God is going to bless your efforts, having
Amen.
seen the opportunity when we will take back Nigeria, and some people are still pushing hard. So also help us talk to other actors. I don't know what is really giving them the most as an intention that if somebody like Tinubu or Atiku get to power, that Nigeria will still remain. For me, P2P is the only option. If we didn't get P2P to power, we might not have Nigeria. We might work like a Ukrainian who traveled about 40 kilometers to see where they can board a bus. They worked on their foot for months. So I
Your
don't want to
time
do that
is up.
with Nigeria.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
very
much. I
much.
thank you, Bishop.
Okay.
No problem.
Chimezie.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
everyone. Hello, everyone. Are we still all here?
Yes, we can hear you, man.
They're all human beings. And they all know that, if they don't do anything about the situation in the country today, they are at risk. Why am I saying that? If you are a big man, you have a security man who is hungry. And a hungry man is an angry man. So he watches you every day. Your own children are going to school or they live abroad. You are driving a big car. You have fuel. You drive out, you come back, you honk for him. He opens the gate. One day he will kill you because he'll be very frustrated. Every day I heard, growing up, they used to say to us, that Nigerians can never ever commit suicide. That no matter what happens to Nigerians, they will never commit suicide. Today, the suicide rate is extremely high. People are committing suicide. One time they say, oh, no matter what you do in the riverine, the Ijaw community where I come from, they will never spill blood, their own blood. Today, they spill blood, they almost drink it. So things are changing. And so even INEC knows that things are changing. Yes, some of them may take money and want to act funny, but they also know that when the chips are down, they will be the first to bear the brunt. Like somebody said on this platform, nobody has monopoly of wickedness. So if you intend to sell all of us when we already know that we're halfway slaves, we have only found somebody who says, no, we can free ourselves. And we all want to be free. And then suddenly somebody is pushing us further into the dungeon. It not go walk. People are not going to let it happen. But what can I do as an individual? I'm going to keep calling them. And they know me. I will call them out. And I'm going to tell them about entertainers running to Tinubu and pledging allegiance. In this life, different people are governed by different things. Some people are governed by their belly. As a child, we called them anywhere belly face. Anywhere belly face, they answer yes. There are people who, no matter how much they have in this life, they are never satisfied. And people who are not contented are also very ungrateful people. So they will take this money, but they will still be unhappy. They will still turn around and cry foul. Because you don't live, I don't live in Nigeria alone. We plenty we live for the country. So the poverty is not biting one person alone. Am I the only one buying dollar for 720? No, they will also buy for 720. If he gives them money now, is he going to give them money every time? So they will know. It only takes, I think it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, the presidential candidate for PDP hosted celebrities, content makers, and all of that. It was arranged by somebody in the industry. So obviously for a fee. But I think the issue here is not who is attending. It is the decision that they make after attending. And do we completely say we leave them out because they have been found in this other place? No, I say we keep talking to them until they see what we see. I know most of them are saying to themselves, well, in 2000 and good luck's last election, 2015, was it? Or 2011? When we had that election and everybody, it was 2015. Everybody came out, we were pushing and pushing, and people were saying, no, we have to Good luck has to continue because he's made a lot of progress, blah, blah, blah. And some people came, sold us lies. Now we know who they are. Sold the lies, and some people went with the lies. It's all clearer now. It's all clearer now. We all know who was lying and why they were lying. Today, is that money working for them? No. It's not working for them. They all live in fear. In fact, they have a bigger fear. You see, I tell people, I say, Peter B is online. Well, no, voila. He's doing all those million man match. Count it into votes. Then we say, oh, yeah, show your votes and show I am the structure. Oh, now they're just putting picture. You know, all of this, if they were not afraid, why are they concerned? Since they think that P2B is not making anything, why are they so worried? Why are they going to court 15 people to say, oh, they don't want the match to hold in Lagos? Why? Our own match, and we do our own match. Why are you worried about our own match? Because they know that every day, more people find a reason to join the movement. That's why. You see, the reason you see a lot of actors and actresses stay neutral on all of this is because they feel like, well, we're like electricians and plumbers. If you call me to come and work in your house, I work. It does not make me part of your house. But they forget that just by the mere reason that you are in public space, you become an influencer, and people rate also some of the things that they do by watching you. So they don't know that bit. But it is our responsibility, those of us who know the truth, to keep talking to them until we get them on our side. So don't worry about where they are right now. Let's worry about how we get them to join us before February of next year. That's what I think is very important.
Thank you, Auntie Hilda. You know, you took that word right out of my mouth. Okay, so but before I continue, okay, please let's all try to make use of the hashtag, okay? And sharing a space just got easy. Click on the hashtag and say something with the hashtag, and then people who follow you can see. Or if you don't have share the space, please go ahead and share the space. Everyone here share the space so we can have more people come here to listen. That's from myself, Pels, Mac, Kelly, Auntie Hilda, Chimeze. Please, everyone, go ahead and share the space. Thank you very much. And Auntie Hilda, I had a proposition for you. I mean, I think Pearls, I, and Magnific are going to work towards that. We have you as our contact, okay, and we have some other people. I'm thinking of hosting a space with about 4 or 5 celebrities. Okay, we know you know them. You have their numbers. You can talk to them. You can reach out to them, and they can hear and they can respond to you. If you can do us a favor by trying to get 4 or 5 of them to be able to come on our space, we're going to have that will be a very massive space. So we can come talk about good governance and how we can move this movement forward. Okay, I would be grateful. I'm sure Pels is going to reach out to you immediately on this one, so we can have a great space like that. You can have like Shoma Chukuka come on. You can have likes of people who are notable faces in the entertainment industry. I mean, looking at Zach Oji today, who was your husband in that film with Sandra Achums, I felt my childhood has been betrayed, but he has his choices to make, and I have my choice of good governance to make, like you have said earlier. So I know Pels is going to reach out to you now. Please, 4 or 5 top Nollywood celebrities. They listen to you. You are a veteran in this, and I would be very grateful if you can help us bring the man himself, Pet Edoche. If you can bring that man for us, Mama. Hey God.
I will find out if Uncle Pete is on Twitter. I don't know if he is.
We can open a Twitter account for him. No problem.
I'll find out if Uncle
one.
Pete is on Twitter. I'll let him know. What we can do is we can spread out and see that we get people from both sides of the divide. Because for me, I also I think that sometimes people make blind decisions because they haven't, they haven't heard a superior argument, so they flow with the argument that they see. So we have had all kinds of stories. People are offered a lot of money, and then they look at the money and they look at, well, what do I stand to gain? I didn't sign any contract. Then after you take the money, then you are told, oh, all you have to do to earn this money, they tell you, is an appearance fee. And usually celebrities get appearance fee. So you don't see anything to it. But thereafter, you realize that you have just roped yourself into something that you really don't understand. Now you have to follow somebody that you probably don't even like much, but then you can't also leave because, people won't even trust you on any other space. So, but we keep talking. We don't stop talking. They need the good governance as much as you do, as much as I do. And so it's our responsibility to get them in. So, yes, I mean, I can tell you offhand right now that yes, we can get a few people into the room to look at good governance and how it affects the industry, and how it may also affect the industry if we don't have it. Because the equipments are bought from outside. Nigerians don't manufacture any equipment. Sometimes we have to fly in cinematographers, or we have to take our edits outside of Nigeria. If the tickets are that expensive, then what? Do we stop making movies? Or do we make them and hope that somebody buys them for more? Or how does it affect us that if I go to South Africa to shoot, I have to have approval from South Africa. But if South Africans come to Nigeria, they may not even know that South Africans are in Nigeria because we don't have anybody on the film desk. There's just so much going on in our country that if we have to take them one after the other, we don't go come out here to do. So it's a shame.
We will host
Yeah,
one big space. That's why we're counting on you. Pels, please do
no
feel free
problem.
to reach out to Auntie Hilda on this one. You understand? We have to make it
Yeah.
a mega space, okay?
Area
Everyone.
father is here too, so he
Yeah,
can
no,
also reach out. So
yeah,
no wahala.
yeah. We had area father on our space before. He was here last week and he spoke to us, ginger us, he gave us
Mhm.
enough time, hours upon hours he gave us. So I mean, there are a few comedians I'm going to reach out to and let's see how we can make this happen. We're going to have a space for comedians. But this your own
Yeah.
space. We're going to reach out to you. Let them tell us when they can be available. We will work with their time. Thank you very
Okay.
much, man. Let me not let out too much information here. So, guys, please, if you are not following, now you they lose. Follow Auntie Hilda. Please do follow her. And if you know you are staying in her constituent, please join her campaign. Join her grassroots movement. Join people that will join
Please.
her to talk to others, that will talk to others. I beg you because vote for who you know. Competence. Auntie Hilda has. I mean, I started following her on Twitter when that NSAS thing happened. After
Mm.
then, she would post solo videos and post solo videos and post solo videos. Only her should be complaining. I say, Auntie Hill, I will talk. Auntie Hill, that we talk for hours, and she would not get tired, not knowing that God has been preparing her for such a time as this. Mama, the God that will bless you, He has not blessed anybody like that before. Don't worry, we're praying for you.
Amen.
We're praying for
Thank
you.
you.
Jack, are you
Thank
back?
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jack, my
yes, I'm
guy.
back. Yes, I'm
Jack,
back, Bishop.
I will find you. I will find you 5,000 naira for being here before and not speaking to Auntie Hilda. I'll send you my account details now, or I'll charge you 5 Peter t-shirts. So you have to choose one. Go ahead and space with us. Go ahead, Jack.
Thank you so much, Bishop. You can be rest assured that your T-shirts will be made available to you.
What date?
But um, I will confirm from my Lagos coordinator, right? Or the shop manager, but that's not a problem. Auntie Hilda, it's good to have you. I personally, for those of us growing up watching you and then having the opportunity to space with you because of the power of technology, I am humbled. I am honored, personally. We are honored to have you, basically. So I
I will ask a question. Then I will make requests. And so the first question I want to ask. So I haven't really followed up, because of too many activities. So I'd like to know the constituency you are running for. Is it a federal constituency or state House of Assembly, please, ma'am?
Federal constituency, Asalga Akulga Federal Constituency, House of Representatives.
Okay, that's fantastic. So let me first of all say that I think you have the full support of my team. My team and I, Take Back Nigeria Movement, will give you all the support you need to be able to. I will find out what our structures looks like in Rivers in your particular constituency, and we'll boost that if it's not as robust as it should be. We'll support you the way we can, both financially and morally. God bless you, ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, okay. So my question is, looking at, so we see pictures and videos of some of your colleagues in the movie industry, going to meet some of these other candidates we know that clearly don't have the interests of Nigeria at heart. I'd like to ask, what's your reaction to that? And have you been able to speak to some of them and find out exactly what their thought process is like, as regards to, is it really that they are convinced that those candidates are the best for Nigeria? Or because, from it, I don't want to judge people harshly, yeah? So I'm not one of those people that would just say because someone has endorsed someone, it is about money. Some of them, I feel that maybe they feel differently, or they have different ideas or reasons why they are supporting those candidates. So I'd like to know, have you been able to speak to some of those your candidates like Zach or G, what's his name, and all of that? All those guys, have you been able to speak to them? That's number one. Then the second request, the second request I will make, this is more like a plea. So we are organizing Occupy INEC protest on the 22nd of this month. That's I think on Thursday. And we will need voices like you to lead this charge in some states. So I don't know your availability. I personally want to see you lead this charge in River State or stuff like that. Let us show INEC that we are serious this time around, and we need voices like you to be able to make that happen. So over to you, ma. The question I asked. Thank you.
Okay. First is, when it first started, if you recall, the first time that they showed my colleagues, it was during the primaries of APC. Now, usually, people will invite us to stuff, and sometimes they just invite you. Other times they invite you and they pay you appearance fee for coming out. You may or may not have the total information about where you are going or what you are expected to do. So a few of them, that first outing, actually just went to accompany somebody. It wasn't based on any conviction. It wasn't because they were supporting the person. It wasn't because they liked that party. For them, it was just another job being done. For some people, it is the fact that they live in Lagos and they are friends with certain people who are friends to this candidate. And so whenever they are in need, they go to this person for support. And he gives them support. He gives them financial support. He gives them infrastructural support, like when they want to shoot and they want a home or a car. He comes in readily to help them. And so when this came up and he invited some of them, it was easy for them to go. There's also the third set excuse, which is, that all the billboards in Lagos are all managed by the same person, Shay. So, and all celebrities at one time or the other would need these billboards for information dissemination. And so they would need to go to this person. And so this was a bait, a carrot and whip kind of approach of, you support me, you can get the space. You don't support me, you can't use the space, which we have seen play out in them refusing that any other political party can use any of those spaces to advertise, which is why in Lagos right now, you can hardly find any billboard of Peter Obi or of even the gubernatorial candidate of PDP. It's not there. So they have just decided and chosen to use Funke's page, which has like 10 million people. And then where everybody is feeling like, okay, let's hope that out of that 10 million, at least 1 million are Lagosians. Right? So there's just plenty of reasons. But conviction that where we are today, there's not a single one of them that we have talked to who agrees that Nigeria is where Nigeria should be today, irrespective of how much they have collected. Every one of them thinks that Nigeria can be better. Every one of them thinks that Nigeria deserves better than she has right now. Every one of them. None of them are convinced that we are where we should be, which gives me hope of knowing that we all need to approach them afresh. They have collected money, no doubt. And you know, when people collect money to do a job, they have to do their job. And so for some of them, that's what it is. It is job. Although a job that's, you know, that does not pay well for other citizens of the country. But, you know, some people are selfish. So give it to them. Some are self-centered, so give it to them. But I still do not wish that we give up on anybody completely. This business is about getting as many people as we can to see the light that we have seen. There's still people who think that no matter what we do, they will rig the election. There are people at that point, and so they don't want to even wake up their hope because they think that it will be destroyed and they don't want to become emotional wrecks. Listen, when Goodluck Jonathan lost his second bid, I didn't come out of my room for like 2 weeks because I knew we were in this trouble. Because the last time that the present president was head of state, my mother, who was a lecturer, resigned because her money couldn't feed her children. So I know what happened to me as a child. As a young person in secondary school, I know how we managed in my house. And I was afraid we were going to go back there. And yes, indeed, we are there because there are lots of children who have dropped out of school. There are lots of children whose parents can't continue. So, you know, so there are people there who are worried that this whole thing that we're doing, this P2B thing, they're going to just dash our hopes into pieces and then they will become emotional wrecks and all of that. So they don't even want to get involved. But they know the truth, that the only way to go in 2023 is to go with P2B and his team. And my campaign has always been, P2B needs people like me to work with him, to protect our mandate, to protect our constituencies, to make sure that the right things get to the grassroots. So it's not just about city development, it's also development of people at the rural level. Let everyone come out of this poverty. And yes, we can all do it. So please, let no one give up on them yet. Let's keep talking to them, those of them that are our friends. But, you know, we will win some, we will lose some. They're not even up to 0.1% of the industry. So we shouldn't waste a lot of energy. We can talk to them and see how many of them we get on our side. Otherwise, we keep campaigning to other people and getting them to see what we see.
Thank you very much. Auntie Hilda, when you were saying 0.0 of the industry, I mean, in mathematics, we call that infinitesimal. That means that 0 point, if you like, add it to 1 million, times it by 1 million, it still means nothing. So It's well. Pearls, please, while you are making your list of people that Auntie Hilda is going to bring, please don't put Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo is coming on a special space with Auntie Hilda differently. Because if you want
Okay.
to host Uncle Kenneth Okonkwo, you cannot host him with other people. I mean, before that space, we have to eat very well. Because if you don't eat, you cannot host Kenneth Okonkwo. He is a war chest on his own. He is a powerhouse. Um, I watched him on Arise TV, and then the person doing the interview was, I mean, he was dumbfounded as if he was speaking to Patrick Obayagbon. I mean, Kenneth Okonkwo is a powerhouse. So, Mama, as you are Pearls, as you are making your list, please make a special one for Kenneth Okonkwo. That man is a gift to this nation. He is a gift to this nation. I thank God. Okay, let me leave it at that. Thank you very much, Jack, for that question. Really appreciate you. Mr. Nwansu, you've been here for a very long time. Chigozie, thank you very much for your patience. You can go ahead. You have the space now. I'll give you 3 minutes because you have been very patient and you did not complain. Go ahead. You have the space now.
Thank you so much, Bishop. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Auntie Hilda, for being with us. Actually, I'm from River State. I'm from Echie local government. I know you might know Echie local government, but all right. So my question is a simple question. I just want to go straight to the point. So what I'm trying to ask is, I went to Echie local government as of last 2 weeks. There's no single billboard of Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed. Because the reason why I'm asking this question, you made mention of a door-to-door campaign for peace sensitization for Peter Obi. And in my own ward, especially Ward 17 at Echie local government, there is no single sensitization. I could not just imagine if there is a ward chairman in those rural areas. And this where vote come from. Echie is one of the largest local government, if I could mention. Yes, it's one of the largest local governments so far. So I started asking my mom, have you heard about Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed? My mom said no, that they have not heard about such even Labour Party. I have to start educating those women in my own company, in my own little way. I have to start sensitizing them, even when beyond the other communities, start sensitizing them about Labour Party and all that. Like, I could just imagine if there is a ward chairman in those rural areas that can sensitize these rural individuals that are there. So that is my question. Thank you, Bishop.
Okay. The truth is this: one, campaigns will not start until the 28th. That's one. Two, depend on the pressure group presence in those areas. For instance, for me, when I arrived at Saritoro and Akukutoro, until we did the trip to Abuja, I was in Port Harcourt, trying to first was the rally that we had, then was also getting my people to know about labor. I went home several times and didn't see any sign of labor. But Labour Party in the state had told me there was a local government chairman, blah, 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 until I saw the Akukutoro chairman. And I asked him, some of these local government chairmen, don't forget they are party faithfuls of another party. And some of them will tell you where you want to put up billboard, that you have to pay them 1 million naira. And you know the mantra of our party is we're not a give. So different people are beginning to cultivate ways of approaching their own people, other than giving one chairman of PDP 1 million, 2 million to put up a billboard in the local government area. They are using every tactics available, trust me. Even River State, where our present governor is not in at terms with the presidential candidate of his party, there are still people who are carrying pressure on their own heads and trying to make money for themselves. So I don't know if that is the same situation as Echie, or if it is that Echie has no candidate from the, no, they have the candidate I think his name is Nze or something like that. They have a candidate. So it's to find out from the candidate what his challenges are, and if he's just holding on until INEC releases the list on the 20th, and then between 20th and 28th, they will put up the board, if that is what they want to do. Or like most of the candidates are planning, let each billboard not have just one candidate. Let it have the presidential candidate, the House of Rep candidate for that area, the senator for that area, and the Guba candidate. Yes, no, one board for the federal officers and another board for the state officers. So I don't know if that is why there's no presence of a chair. So if that is why, then be sure that between now and the 28th, HA people will put it up. The second is the presence of the pressure group in that area. So we don't know what pressure group is there. Please find out. And if there is none, if you belong to a pressure group, please send your pressure group into your community so that they can go and start door to door. Because that's the only way we can do this. We can only do this by door to door. Because we know they give shishi. These people, when they gather people, for bringing them together, they give them 5,000, 10,000. We don't have it. If we want to match them money for money, we don't have that kind of money to match anybody. And God, I keep saying this, if I have to pay you for you to attend your own a program for your own good, then what do you expect me to do for you when I get in office? Because it's like I've paid you for your future. And that's one mistake that we all have been making over time. People in local government areas sell their votes, or their votes are stolen from them. So please send in your own pressure group. If you have any, send them into that community. Let them go and start door to door. Let them go and introduce Mama Papa Pikin to everybody. Mama Papa Pikin is very important. Let them understand the meaning of LP and know that on that paper they will see LP, Mama Papa Pikin, and that's where they have to put their hands. Please, it's very important.
Thank you very much. So you who said you are in Port Harcourt, please try and reach out to Auntie Hilda. She might need you as part of her team. I don't know, but please reach out to her. Thank you very much. Okay, please, guys. I'm here again. You know what I do. Please follow, follow, follow. Because when you follow and you don't mean, I'm just seeing some pictures on Twitter now that really breaks my heart. I'm not gonna say it here, but I mean, it really breaks my heart that people who we've trusted, people who we follow, people who we watch their videos, listen to them, can go and endorse someone like it. Well, it is fine, Sha. It is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's also not that they endorsed. The simple fact, okay, so let me give you an example. I was invited to a program, and then I was told that I was supposed to be the governor of a state's guest. And I said, in my capacity as who? Even at this time, I had not made up my mind whether or not I was going to go for the primaries of Labour Party. I was still contemplating what I was going to do. And then they said that, and I said, you know what, this guy hasn't done anything that makes me want to be his guest at whatever event. I was offered good money, but I refused it and walked away. That is me. That is because of the values that my parents instilled. Don't be everybody get them. We have to just know that. And hunger right now is a huge weapon. And people are falling under that weight. So forget about who is where. Let's concentrate on what we need to do to get the votes. Let's concentrate on the things that we need to attend to. You see, what Peter B is doing is what all of us should be doing. We should all sound like him. He has no interest in who is where. His interest is in Nigeria and how we get Nigeria to where Nigeria needs to be. Let's focus. Let's not allow ourselves get distracted by all these people. 200 million citizens and at least how many registered voters? We shouldn't worry about a couple, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Auntie Hilda. Let me just quote something you said, and Pels posted it immediately. Please, guys, go make it trend. It's on the Jumbotron. It's the first post on the Jumbotron. It says, "It is time for us to tell them that the power of the people is greater than the people in power." Hilda Dokubo, hashtag spell spaces. Thank you, Ma. For I mean, I've heard it before, but I've never heard it in this manner and in your way. And the way you, Ma, you're a very talented woman. Oh, I sometimes I watch the movie, and when they hurt you, you don't even open your mouth. You just stay, and the way you look, tears drop from your eye. They don't burn anybody where did that room. You must cry. I mean, it shows this is not a joke now. It's not for laughs. So it shows how passionate you are, and how your emotions can be invested in everything you are doing. That was why when I saw that you were going for a government office, I said, yes, this is all we need. People who will go to that place, or the people who will be lawmakers, and then they will make law that can benefit the people. And you're going to do with such passion. You're going to fight negative bills. I mean, I'm so happy. Thank you for taking up the call to serve. It's a pleasure to have someone like you who we grew up listening to. We are now grown adults to see you be in government. I mean, you will win. Trust me. We will call you and we'll congratulate you.
Amen.
We'll have you on a space after you have won your election. I mean, mark my words. We're going to have a celebratory space for you. God bless you, ma. God bless you. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Let's go ahead. Victor, you have been here for a while. How far, my brother?
I'm good, Bishop. Good evening.
Okay, you
Good
have
evening, everybody.
to answer your question.
All right. Thank you very much. Mine is not really a question according to our principal, who always say mine is a very simple one. Mommy has said so many beautiful things because since I connected some of the questions I actually have, he has been able to. Some other persons have asked those questions, and she has been able to give a very satisfying answers. And I must say, I'm actually excited. Now, more, Auntie Hilda, thank you very much for all you've done for us. You're one of the persons who made my growing up so wonderful because watching you on screen, actually, it has a way of resonating within us. Thank you so much for using your talent for good. And something you said is just something I wanted to re-emphasize. But the truth is, I talking about those persons who are, going to these other persons who are canvassing for people to support them in their bid to become the president of this nation. Now, I was going through these actors and I saw somebody like Frodo from Big Brother Nigeria telling article that their group, this is somebody who has a vision that embodies their goals as an organization. And I was just, well, it is what it is. A lot of people are going to come out for their own selfish desire. Imagine fraud that Esther broke his heart and all of that. But let's not go into that anyway. Now, the mommy said something. He said something about their percentile not being as in is inconsequential. So that's something that gives me joy. And seeing people like you who have devoted your life and your career into doing something good gives me joy. Having you in this movement, actually, you don't know what it does for us, but it actually goes a long way in helping us do better and aspiring to do more for this movement and for a better Nigeria. Thank you, Auntie Hilda. God bless you so much. That's all I have to say for now. I eat my mic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you for that brief one, words of encouragement. I mean, and those ones, are they really celebrating? They are not. Yeah, it's true. It's true. These are people who just graced our screen for 2, 3 weeks, and I mean, doing something new that didn't make meaning. Well, this is what's going to change the life of the upcoming generation. Nigeria must be changed again. Kelly, my brother Kelly, how far now?
Yeah, hi Bishop, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm fine.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Um, good evening, Madam Hilda. Thank you very
Good
much for
evening.
Thank you very much for all you have been doing, both on screen and off screen. Um, we saw the energy from River State some few weeks ago, and it was very impressive. I know that the current governor of River State, Mr. Wike, is not satisfied with his party in terms of the party's projects that they have done for the country and especially for River State. I know that also River State has up to 3 million or 4 million registered voters. So I think my question goes like this. How do we work with people, especially in River State, in such a way that for the federal elections, they can vote for His Excellency Peter Obi, and then for also for the local government or House of Reps and senators, they can vote for strong individuals like you, for example, people who are passionate about a true change. Because I see that when Mr. Wike is talking about this kind of things, it resonates with me because I see his frustration of what people have not done for River State and then asking for Rivers vote. I don't know if you can shed some light in this dimension. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Every state has 3 senators because there are 3 senatorial districts. And for us, we're not different. Rivers, east, west, and south. Um, I come from west, Rivers West. So for us, we have House of Reps. We have 8 local government areas in Rivers West. So for the senatorial district, he would have to win 8 local governments. For me, I have to win 2, Asari Toru and Akuku Toru. For me, Asari Toru and Akuku Toru is a total of 30 wards. 13 for Asari Toru and 17 for Akuku Toru. 10 of Asari Toru is inside of Buguma. 2 are outside and 1 is Oshonia. For Akuku Toro, 10 are in Abonima. 3 are surroundings and 4 Oshonia. So what that means is, we already are predominantly a PDP state. The APC group are torn against themselves. They have, I don't even know how many group of APC we have in Rivers State. At least the PDP group is still one family. However, on their own, you have a lot of them who are very unhappy, whether APC or PDP, and this was based on their expectation. Wike's unhappiness also about his party and all the broken promises that they made is a good one. Very good, because you see the hope that it presents to all the national officers. So what we really need to do to leverage on the situation right now is to have more people go to the local governments, to the rural areas. There is not a place in urban River State, Port Harcourt, Obiakpo, that you don't have the name P2B. Everybody knows P2B. Everybody talks about P2B in the urban areas. But the rural areas don't even know who is president or all of that, but they know about umbrella and they know about broom. And now for me, what I have done is teach my people how to sing Mama, Papa, Pikin, which is the logo of Labour Party. I'm teaching them that they have to see LP and they have to see Mama, Papa, Pikin. And that's where they should all stand. So in teaching them that, I'm also teaching them that the name, when they hear obedience, because you will see some community young people tell you, I'm obedient. And then you ask them what obedience is. Some of them know, some of them don't. But once you tell them what obedient means, because they're saying they're obedient because they hear people they love and adore say they are obedient. And then they go into Port Harcourt one day and they hear everybody they know say they are obedient. So they come back to the community and they also say they are obedient. So we need to leverage on that. Send in more informed people who speak the local language of whatever community we're going to. If you're coming to my constituency, for instance, please send me all the people who can speak Calabari and speak Pidgin, because my people speak predominantly Calabari. Send them in. Send the ones who speak good Pidgin English. Send them in. Let them come and join us. Let them come with materials, stickers, handbills, posters, whatever. Let them come with it. Let them come with whatever they can come with. We can begin to form focus groups, young people's focus groups, and discuss with them. Women's focus group and discuss with them. Elders focus group, chiefs focus groups. We can start the conversation. Let's not give up. We have time. We have October, November, December, January, 4 months. So if we send in people into these local government areas, into these communities, we can translate all the votes, all the followership into votes. Because the truth I see here is that Peter Nyesom Wike will not be a problem. He wants what we want. He wants a better Nigeria. He wants a Nigeria where people make promises and fulfill them. He wants a Nigeria that works. That's what he wants. He wants his place beautiful. He wants to know that his own people also have their voices. Yes, he may belong to a wrong party, but who cares? They're politicians. They will cross just now. So let's just go. Please, people, if you are in this room and you speak any of the local languages of any of the communities, not just Eche, any of the communities in Nigeria, please go to that community and help whoever is asking for votes. Go there and start talking to people. This is one time that we all must become witnesses. You see that thing we do in evangelism in churches where people hold programs and get converts and give them contact notes and begin to do follow-up with them. That is exactly how we need to win this election. And please, let's not just make it about River State or about Imo or about, we have garnered a huge followership, especially of young people. Let them not just be dominant in the rural areas. Let's make sure that they get to the not just the urban areas, excuse me, but to the rural areas. We need to gather that kind of strength and momentum in the local governments.
Thank you, Auntie Hilda. Thank you. Or if I'm to say it in Calabari, Imiete, thank you very
That's right.
much. Thank you. I did
Yep.
tell I speak so many languages in Nigeria. So thank you very much. Now, that was a very brief and good answer. Thank you, Kelly. I hope that has answered your questions emphatically. Thank you very much. Let's take prize action. Prize action, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Bishop. Can
Two
you hear me?
minutes. Go ahead. Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, man. Thank you for making time to come to our space and to talk to us. So, what I want to say is that exactly what you said earlier on, we should be focusing on what really matters, winning the election. For the celebrities, I would say for me though, they don't really they mean somehow for us, but they don't really mean too much. From the polls we had as of last week, I don't think they had any contribution to in that result we had from the two polls we had from the two guys. I've forgotten their bodies, So for the celebrities, going for their own pockets or anything, it's up to them. I don't really, see their effect that much. For me, I would say the INEC, they are my own challenge.
Sorry, is it
Prize
just me
action.
or okay?
Prize
Yeah.
action. Please, I beg. If like say you can't drop your phone for parlor, can't go carry coffee from kitchen. I beg, come back, come meet your phone, Biko. I beg you, in the name of God.
Can you hear me?
And
Yes.
have you carried the coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead now.
All right. So what I'm actually saying is that for me, the INEC, from what I saw, the videos from the CUPP guys, there from that video, I understand that what happened to Jonathan, it was really a terrible thing. That was what happened to him. The election was actually rigged, because I understand from that video that was exactly the thing they did to Jonathan. They imported names, and the election was rigged perfectly with such kind of evidence. So what I want to actually say, Ma, from where we'll be going to INEC office on the 22nd, please, like what Jack said, we really need to make our opinion, our decision clear. We really need to follow up this in all states. It's very, 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 very important for us, because our we win the election is from INEC. Like what Yusuf said, is very important. This is the only place we have our problems, the INEC. For them to feel that they are doing cleanup, all these are just all made up stories. Those are our main issue. You get. So also I want to also say, God, I know for sure you're going to win. Come next year. Also, please also carry you're saying more on the young girls. You are not calling a young boy, so please also.
No, they are part of this. Young people okay. So I have majorly boys, Abby.
Yes, I know, but be saying
and at
itself,
one
hearing it,
time I
ma.
was teased as Mama Boys.
Yes, ma.
So it's important to me that the boys are well looked after. The more gentlemen we have, the better for us.
I know for sure you have us in your mind, but just be saying this so that we'll be hearing it. Our mind will be sweeting us.
Okay.
So yes, ma. So regarding the INEC stuff, ma, that is for me, that is my major issue. Not the celebrities going for their own pocket or sort. They only have only one vote. But with INEC rigging, INEC can gather 1 million votes. Celebrities only have only one vote. And that's my challenge, ma. Please, with your power and your influence, please follow up this INEC matter for us. It's very important for us. That's our biggest issue right now. That I can say. So I need the mic, man. Thank you, man.
Okay. We will do the best that we can. I'm going to share the same information with Kenneth and a few other people with really strong voices. They cannot steal our vote. You see, this particular vote that we are talking about is important to us. So we cannot let anybody steal it. Hey, God. See, it's not just, INEC is one person. We don't, see, oh God, rats have swallowed our money. Snakes have swallowed our money. Termites have swallowed our money. Fire has swallowed. See, we can do with all this nonsense and cope with it, but we cannot cope with another stealing of our mandate. It's not possible. So even the INEC people, they know, and I'm sure that nobody in this country wants a play of Sri Lanka in Nigeria because they cannot handle Sri Lanka situation. They cannot. They cannot. I don't think the world can handle a refugee situation in Nigeria. We're 200 million over citizens. We will overrun all of West Africa. No country can handle us. Is it Ghana or even the Niger that they are selling us to, or where? Where? They can handle us. We will overrun all of Africa. So the world is better off ensuring that we have the freest and fairest kind of election. When they did the nonsense that they did by annulling Abiola's election in 1993, some of us had just left university at that time. We were still very young. But the people who were old enough to have done, and most of us didn't think it was our responsibility anyways. So we did not totally understand politics. So we stayed away from it. But till today, they are still paying the price of 1993. They're still paying. And they can never finish paying. So to add 2023 to it, I don't think anybody in his right frame of mind wants to do that rubbish. But however, we will start now so that it will not look like we kept quiet. Let's make sure that we speak up. I will. I mean, from my corner any day, like I keep saying, whether I was vying for this office or not, I was going to speak up. And so I'm going to keep speaking, whether in a campaign situation or outside of a campaign situation. We must get it right. I am one person, but I have a very loud voice, and I'm going to use it. So don't worry about it. We will all come out. Nobody told me to come out when we were doing 2 million man match. I made sure that it happened. So nobody is going to tell me about INEC. Let's just put it together. If it's 20th, let's get as many right-thinking people to be at the INEC offices. After this call, you can just let me know what the programs and everything is, and then we'll go and get it done. We need for them to know that we're not joking. Nobody can steal this mandate. This particular one, no, they won't steal it. They won't
steal it. Thank you very much. Prize action. Auntie Hilda answered your question over and beyond. I mean, she has done a perfect job on that question. Thank you very much, ma. I didn't want to say this, but let me say it. Please, if you're in Lagos, we'll be matching. We'll be matching 22nd of this month. That's like 4 days from now. Today is 18, 19, 20, around 22. Okay. 4 days from now, we will be matching. Please, we still don't have t-shirts. Reach out to me. Tell me, I will give you address. Our pickup guy in Lagos, he will pick it up. Just send the shirts, okay? Do your Peter Obi design, do whatever. If you like, put your own logo on it, yes, but let it be Labour Party and Peter Obi shirt. Just send it to us. We'll pick it. You're anywhere, just send it to us. Please, I beg you, come to my DMs. We need this because we cannot match that day. And we don't get 5 shirts now from Jack. Jack has given us 5 shirts. It's not just that. We have someone here who also produces those shirts. If you want to sponsor the shirt, just slide into my DM and tell me to send you the account number. I will send you, and we're going to produce the shirt immediately. I beg. No allow shame cash on. We don't shout. We can't shout that they will just go go there. They can't laugh for us. I beg. Come on,
and then let me also chip in something, right? Lagos is like treading upon serpents and scorpions, but the Bible says they shall by no means hurt us. Please write to the police and demand their presence. Write to civil society and demand their civil defense and demand their presence. Write to road safety, LASTMA, all of them, and demand for their presence. You are doing this to protect you against whatever infiltrations they will want to make into your work. Because you cannot rule out them wanting to attempt what they attempted during NSAS. And in this case, I'm not talking about opening fire. I'm talking about sending in the other youths into your gathering to create a problem and then blame it on you since they are unable to stop the work. Because they tried first with trying to stop the work with court. Now that court has thrown it out and you're allowed to do your work, please make sure that you write all these bodies and ask them to be present. Ask them to be present. It will protect you. And then your large crowd, make sure that you have people at every point standing and, ensuring that you are within the same, like your lines are orderly and all of that, and nobody is going off your line. If you have handbills to distribute, that as you walk, you distribute them nicely. Don't let anybody, like some people may just hire cat calls and start doing nonsense. Ignore. Be pure P2B ambassadors and walk. Because, there are people who believe Lagos is their own. The name Lagos State is their name. So make sure that you don't give them any opportunity to infiltrate and introduce the other youths in your gathering, and then they turn around, and then make sure that wherever is your end point, is actually a fenced area where you can end up play dance. For us in River State, it was a jamboree. When we got to park, it became everything. After we finished addressing us and all of that, it became a jamboree. So please, for the safety of the obedient movement, for the safety of Mr. Peter Obi, for the safety of all your aspirants and Labour Party, please use their uniformed weapon against them.
Thank you very much, ma. I mean, that's a wisdom. Now, we have 2 matches. The first match is when we're marching to INEC office on the 22nd. And
Okay.
second one, we are marching on the 1st. That's the 1 million match. The one we are marching on the second, it's not a 1 million match. That one is just a match to INEC to tell them that our eyes are wide open. And if they want to do any GPT, we are there waiting for them. Our people used to say this. They say coconut know how the journey go far. That's why it carry water follow body. So we are not ignorant of the devices of the evil one. We know. Yes, thank you very much, ma. So please, like I was saying, no, reach out to me, give us shirts. Don't give us 100 or no. Jack don't give us 5. Jack will be there on that day to match with us. Give us 3, give us 2, give us 1. I beg, so that we go just give our people, you understand, make them wear as we they march together. The one on the 1st also, we still need t-shirt for that one. So if you want to, I mean, I can, we are coordinating all these things, and if you want to send me, thank you very much. Let's take another person quickly. Barrister Juliet, want to take a female. Barrister Juliet, how are you doing now?
Bishop, can I quickly ask Auntie Hilda something real quick? I think Jack asked her, but I did not hear from her if she answered affirmatively. But I just want to ask her, Auntie Hilda, the match for Thursday to INEC, did you affirm to being part of it? I did not hear you say yes or no.
Yes. You said so.
Okay. All right,
I said
good.
so. I said just send me the program and venue. Where is takeoff? Where is arrival?
I think it should be INEC office in Port Harcourt.
We have 2. Which of them?
I really don't know which one.
I will reach out to Jack now.
Okay.
Mama, I'll reach out to Jack and I'll send
after this conversation, right? Let's just talk, because I'm still, as we speak, I'm still stuck in Abuja.
Okay.
I haven't left Abuja yet, so let me just have an idea of what it is, so that where I am on that 22nd, are we doing it across the nation, or we're just doing only in Port Harcourt?
Across the nation.
Across the nation.
Fantastic. Abuja,
So if
Lagos, Port Harcourt, everywhere.
Awesome. So if I also know where it is in Lagos, just give me the location for Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt, so that wherever the breeze carries me to, I make myself available there.
All right. Thank you very much, ma. I'll send you that information. Well, your DMs is not open. I'll send you the information. I believe after now you're going to follow me so I can send you that information. When? Yes. Okay. So, Barrister Juliet, how far? Barrister Juliet is also contesting for a political post. I mean, she go use her own mouth chop this coconut. Go ahead, Barrister Juliet.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Bishop. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Mag, and everyone here. It's a privilege to actually be on this space and to hear you talk. I've always watched you from the movies right from when I was a child. So I am Barrister Juliet E.C. Kaire, the only female, or should I say the youngest female and the youngest youth running for the House of Reps right now in Nigeria. And this courtesy to Amagua Federal Constituency. I must actually commend you, ma, for what you do and stepping out to actually do this, not just for your own self, but for Nigeria. So it's a great opportunity to actually be engaging with you. I've heard a lot of things that have been said on the space, and I wanted to just chip this in. In 2015, when I was in Enugu State, was studying law, and also I was serving. Maroke then actually paid corporate and what was because they needed to get this PVC down to
Vice Juliet, the moment you call that man's name, your network left. Please, just try to say one governor so that you have a good reception. The moment you call that guy's name, Chimaroke is in my DM asking me for space. But please, the moment you call his name, something bad happened. So please don't. Thank you very much.
Then in 2015, was paying corpers to actually go down to the INEC office, then at Agbani and various INEC offices to share the PVCs. Now, why I'm saying this is because a lot of persons will not be able to get their PVCs. So I was thinking, is there a way we can also, or during this protest, tell INEC to come down to basic polling units and bring these PVCs for easy accessibility? Because I've noticed something. It's a deliberate attempt for people not to know particular polling units. So on election day, they end up wandering around the streets. Because on your polling unit card, what you see are codes, 01 to whatever number they put in there. So if you can actually call them to actually, or put the pressure on them for all them to be actually, for them to, I mean, can we still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I just thought that guy did something to your network. But please manage it.
Sorry.
Just call Peter Obi name so that it will be purged.
Okay.
Please.
Peter Obi is so better now.
Oshé. Yeah, very better. Go ahead.
All right. So if they can actually bring those PVCs down to polling units, because a lot of persons will not be able to identify polling units. So use that as a marking for people to know their polling units on the day of election, set their cubicle there, like their tables or chair, and start sharing PVCs. We did it in 2015, and that was how we were able to get people of Agbani to get their PVCs directly from corpers. And this can be done, they can protect them, but the aim and essence is that people are able to collect PVCs because people work from 9 to 5 every day, and it's not going to be easy for them to actually go to those various offices. Here in Abuja, it's a very far place. One will not expect someone leaving his or her destination and taking a mile to actually get this. I know we have to ameliorate the tax, the time, the things and the resources that will actually prevent people from getting their PVCs. Yes, we know that it's their right to get PVCs when they want is make it accessible to them. So these are just my suggestions, and we can actually go ahead with a lot of many suggestions that will come online. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that suggestion. I mean, we will take that into consideration. And thank you for using your youth to do meaningful things, not like some people who use their youth to thief money for NEPA when they were vice presidents. I mean, Mama, is true now. And you know the funny thing, let me say this. Pontius Pilate asked the crowd, the crowd that wanted to kill Jesus. He said, "Who should I let go? Should I let the thief Barabbas go, or I should let this man who has healed the sick and raised the dead, who is Peter Obi?" Who, I mean, the people said the thieves, and see yet more than 2,000 years after, they are still rooting for these thieves. But we will let them know that, like you said, the power is with the people, not the people in power. Thank you very much, Ma. Let us take Smart Ebelebe. Okay, Smart Ebelebe. Smart Ebelebe. Go ahead, sir. Smart Ebelebe, are you there?
Yeah. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong button for to unmute the mic. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we
Sure.
can.
Yeah. Okay. I want to commend the effort of everyone, like the obedience. What you guys are doing. You're doing a very, very great job. For me, I wish I'm part of the people on ground to go about this obedient movement, the activity you guys are doing. You guys have been doing a really, really great job. I don't really have a question to ask. I just want to make one or two comments. Auntie Hilda,
Yeah.
my family is a great, my wife is a great fan of yours. She's not a Nigerian though, but she like Nollywood. And most people around the diaspora like Nollywood big work effort you guys are putting in. My point about what is going on with our government in Nigeria. What has surprised me most is that most of them come overseas and see what is happening here, and they go back and pretend as if what they see here doesn't apply to what they should be doing in Nigeria. I believe maybe because they believe they are demigods to be worshipped. That's why they don't want to do anything. They just steal the money and come here. They behave like sheep here when they come around, and when they go back home, they just take the role of God and demigod and all that. So about the election, what with Twitter will be, I heard about like just really joined Twitter. I'm not a Twitter person, but after watching a couple of videos about Twitter will be what he's doing, I learned about him like a couple of years ago. I think that was in 2019, and I actually learned about Peter Obi from a client who happens to be an Australian, was telling me about Peter Obi when he came to Nigeria during his tenure, and he's a good man, all that. Then I saw his video. I don't understand why anybody, any youth, will watch interview from Peter Obi and still want to vote for Tinubu or Atiku. We all know who Atiku is and who Tinubu, what he represents. We all know what happened at the Lekki toll gate. It's like a lot of Nigerians, they pretend not to know what is happening or what happened that very day. So I would say like what Peter Obi is doing is really working. Like I want to use the Bible because there's something this guy was saying. I don't know, somebody mentioned it. Like in the book of Romans 10 from 14, said, but how can they call to him to save them unless they have believed in him? And how can
That's right.
they believe in him if they have never heard about him? So when you go on to like 17, I'm not trying to preach to anybody here, but that's exactly what Peter B is doing. And he's working. And that's what they are afraid of. They thought maybe Peter B, like when I watch Peter B talking, he's a very, very sensible person. He's a very, very wise leader. And he's somebody they underestimated. Peter Obi has the interest of Nigerians at heart. Peter Obi is trying to give what we have here in diaspora. A lot of people say, I want to jackpot. They don't know what about jackpot to do what. I've been here. No, it's not about going abroad. It's about knowing what you are going to do there. Nigeria follows you every year, everywhere you go. Nigeria follows you around. They don't know about that. No matter how good you are, you have to do double if you are not part of the country where you are living in. And there's no place like home. Sorry, I'm not a very good public speaker because I don't like trying to keep to myself. But fortunately, when it comes to this election, I just decided to come out and whatever we can do. Eh? Hello?
As if 2 minutes, but you don't take 5. Is there a question here?
No. Sorry. I don't have a question actually. Sorry. I don't want to ask a question. I just trying to encourage you guys. What you guys are doing is really, really great. I'm very happy to be part of this movement, and in any little way I can, I'll do my bit to move Nigeria to where it should be 2023. That is Peter Obi coming as our president. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. I mean, this is a collective effort. Okay, this is not just a one-man job, it's a collective effort, right? So please, if you want to make a suggestion or if you want to encourage us, please, and when you come, just know that you are restricted to 2 minutes so that other people can have the chance to talk. Thank you very much. Auntie Hilda, he said I should tell you that what you are doing is very nice. You know, what you're doing for us. You said something. You said you graduated university in 1993 when, since this man has been contesting for president. It is well, though. 1993. Where was I? That's the question for another day. All right. Lady. Let's take a lady before Magnific Dude will slide into my DM and say, Bishop, what are you doing? The voiceless. Sorry, for the voiceless. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, you have. Let me give you 3 because you've been here for a very long time. Go ahead and speak to
I
us
just
now.
need a minute. I want to ask Barrister Juliet a question. I'm directing the question to Barrister Juliet.
All
Can you
right,
hear me, madam?
my learned colleague,
Yes, I
Barrister.
can. Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
Yes, thank
From your profile, you are coming out under ADC. Is there
Yes.
any way you cannot? Is there any agreement with Labour Party or Obedience? Do you have any agreement with them?
There's no agreement anywhere. That will be anti-party.
Okay. And there is no, you are not supporting P2B. Are you supporting P2B? I want to hear.
Actually, I'm in line with the visions of a better Nigeria for change and for progress. So anyone tilted into that direction, I'm totally in support of that person.
Then at least by now you should know the person you are supporting.
for the voiceless. For the voiceless, you go use your tongue. You go use your tongue, count your teeth. You go use your tongue, count your teeth. You know what is happening. I know, and I can emphatically say, okay, I have someone who is very close to me, like an uncle, who is one of the board of trustees of her party, and they don't suspend. In fact, they don't sack their their presidential candidate. They don't sack the guy and 8 other people. So we they know, we they see, we know. No one talks some things here because now obedient space, but you know, anything the Bible say, if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? So when she say anyone who has a vision in line of a good Nigeria, you suppose know who has a vision in line of a good Nigeria. Thank you very much for the voiceless. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go. Chidi, what's up? How are you doing, Chidi?
Yeah, I'm cool, brother. Good evening, everyone. Magnificent. And all of you are doing a great job. I've been missing this space due to Nigeria is happening to me, but it's all good. Yeah, mommy, I appreciate you for coming, and most especially, I want to thank you for adding value to my childhood. It was a wonderful, memory for me. I have a one question for you, and also want to encourage you. When you said something about River State is a PDP state, I quickly remembered my state in Abia State. First of all, Orji's Okalo is a senator under APC. I want you to note that. And PDP has been the owner of Abia State. He ran that position for more than 3 times before he was able to, change it. So don't be discouraged. It's a PDP state. What matters is the message we have to send to the constituency you are contesting. And you should understand that those people in the rural areas are old people who were able to watch your movies. You are more popular than the person there right now. So what matters is to channel your message properly. They will get it because they love you. They have watched your movie properly. So, and secondly, what is the movie industry doing? Because I've seen they left the content of olden days, because I've watched a movie called Love and Politics where they actually teach, we that was growing up then what politics is all about, what the good governance is all about. But now what they're acting is all about what bishops and co want, like kissing. I don't know what they are doing. When are we going back to begin to teach the young people what leadership is all about? because whether you like it or not, those rural areas are watching movies. They have Go TVs. I'm in the city, I'm in Dubai. I bought Go TV for my mom. She's watching. These are the areas we're supposed to sanitize these people to understand they don't have to say their votes. What is the movie industry doing to actually teach us? Thank you.
Thank you very much. First is I'm not even rattled at all by the presence of PDP in the state. Like you already acknowledged, I'm more popular, more acceptable, and closer to the people than the person who is there presently. The last time some of them saw her was 8 years ago when she came to ask for their votes. And then again, 4 years after, when she came back again to ask for their votes. So both the second one in 2019, even she could have told anybody that she lost. But Nigeria happens to people. Anyway, that's neither here nor there because the people will decide this time. About Nollywood and what we are doing. My brother, Nigeria has happened to a lot of things. Nigeria has happened to even our industry. That it is still a Nigerian industry is because some of us are very stubborn and we have refused to allow them steal what they did not even know was going to survive. Nigeria had no idea that an industry could have been built without government input. When government came into the industry and helped a few people get up, this present administration ensures that they almost killed the industry. All they have done with the industry is tax after tax after tax. Like, God, it's unbelievable what they're doing to the industry. And then trying again to throw in the ethnic card of who gets support, what industry is big, where should people invest, and all of that. Now, for me, this is what? It's an open space. And technology has provided us a bigger space on social media. What all of us should be thinking of right now, as people who believe in a better Nigeria, is for us to put together some financial resources, get a lot of other young people together to begin to push the message of what good governance looks like, what electoral malpractices looks like, what proper decision making looks like. Let it come in very tiny, tiny bits, small megabytes that people can watch on the cheapest phone. Any phone that can do WhatsApp can watch. And let's begin to send that message out. Because even the people in this rural areas all do WhatsApp messaging. So if we send them WhatsApp videos, small kids, they can watch them. If we send them messages, they can listen to them. If we send voice notes, the same. So it's now our responsibility to create those things, design them, record them, shoot them, whatever it is we want to do, and push them out. There's so much to tell, and yet you want to also safeguard your strategy, because on this platform we have us and we have the viewers. We have people who are just here so they can get information that they will trade for bread and butter. We have people here who are true to themselves. When it's an open space, you guide a few of the things that you say, and then you can say them later on when we are in a closed meeting. But we have to just allow ourselves some level of vulnerability to share certain things. But don't expect everyone to be with you. Don't expect everyone to approve of you. Do what you know is right. Do it to the best of your ability. And, in the end, you will beat your chest and say, I did this and God helped me. That's all. It's Nigeria. It can happen to anybody.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. Thank you, Chidi. I hope that your question has been answered. I mean, just to add to what Auntie Hilda Dokubo said, some of these people, even if good governance hits them on their head, they will not know what it looks like. So don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. I wish I could take another lady, but I don't know if we have a lady here. I'm going to take Engineer Adamu Green Pasture. I see you, but you are in house, so chill, bro. Chill. Let me take Engineer Adamu. Engineer Adamu, how are you doing?
I'm good, Bishop. I'm good. How's the day?
Well, I'm on the laugh. Yeah, okay.
Mashallah. Alhamdulillah.
Aywa, to
Uh,
kai tambayan ka.
okay. Well, actually, it's not a question, but a suggestion. It's more like a suggestion. Uh, Please, if it is possible, here in Kasina, we all know what you have been doing, Bishop. To be honest, the obedience, no bishop, more than the party chairman myself, the name of the party chairman. So I know what you have been doing here and what you are doing right now. But if it is possible, please, I'm having difficulties trying to convince my people, group members of my network, transformation network. But I'm thinking if you can be able to provide posters or a billboard. Do you get me, Bishop? Or a billboard that of Peter Obi. It is better that way because right now people are saying, okay, why should we waste our vote? They are saying that like they will waste their vote for a party that like the structure is not strong enough. And the reason I'm thinking is because there is no sign. So if it is possible, please do something about it, Bishop. You have your contacts here in Kasina. You have Umar. You have Abbas. You have Chibuki. I know them. So you can tell them to please provide posters so that the way other candidates are doing, let also Peter Obi do like them. It's not only about sensitization, but some people need to be seeing Peter Obi so that they will know that they will not waste their vote. I hope you understand me, please.
Bishop, can I just say something? Bishop, can I just say something to Ahmed? Ahmed, thank you so much for being part of this house and for bringing this up here. You see, this structure thing, I think we have come to a point where we need to just put the last nail on that coffin. What exactly are these people referring to as structure? Please give me 5 minutes to do a breakdown for you. One, there are 3 levels that they have used in saying structure. In 1999, Obasanjo won his election without a structure. In 2003, they set up 3 conspiratory structures. One is the security platform. The security platform is made up of the uniformed and ununiformed structure. The uniformed is the police and the soldiers that were at that part of the electoral process. The ununiformed are either the cult boys or the militants or whatever militia platform that they were using. That structure. Then the mobilization structure, which is the structure that brings in people, pay them for attendance, for votes, and all of that. Why did they have to set up this? Because between 1999 and 2002, most of the people who got in offices disappointed their people, and they needed to win their re-election. And so they set up this structure. Now, how did this structure work and how does it work? These structures were funded by state governments, by the local government chairman, and by all the people in offices. They put money together, and that's what they keep saying P2B does not have. Labour Party has no party, no governor who will bring the money to fund conspiracy of stealing from people. Why do we even need that? Structure are people, not buildings. These human beings, what do? The security arm. But let me start from the mobilization arm. The mobilization arm are the ones who give the projection that we see as people attending rallies, and you see a lot of crowd. You see women in uniforms. You see young people in face caps and t-shirts. All of that is funded by a state government. They budget money for it between politicians and these people. Some of those people have no idea what they are doing where they are. They have just been given wrappers or uniforms and given money, sometimes as small as 1,000 naira, sometimes as much as 10,000 naira. Or sometimes they give them per group. Market women, XYZ amount of money is given to the market women leader. XYZ amount of money is given to youth leader. XYZ amount of money is given to church leader. All of these monies belong to people. They steal them, and that's how they steal the vote. The security arm, the ununiformed ones, are the ones who create rancor at polling booths. They shoot or they do something, the uniformed ones turn the other way, then they steal the ballot boxes, they steal all the electoral materials, they drive that to one government official's house, and that's where they commit all the fraud that they commit. Aided by the third group. The third group are also paid, which is the returning officers and the electoral officers and all the people who stand around. So if you have given your own staff 1,000 naira, the government in power or the one with more money makes that money 10,000 naira and buys your staff. That's what they are asking P2B to do. And that's why P2B is saying, I will not do it. Let the people defend their votes. Let us go back to how elections are done. Let the electoral officers be watched by the people who want their votes to count. Let the people ensure that nobody brings in gun into that polling unit or steals anything. Those are the things that the beavers are going to attend to. So we need to push this message of this conspiratory structure that politicians and those in government have created to protect themselves and steal from the people. It is important for us to begin to tell people that we do not need those kind of structures. Structures are human beings. Let human beings protect their votes, not human beings allow other human beings to steal from them. About posters and banners, we cannot even overemphasize that. We need them everywhere. Let people bring in what they can bring in. Let's flood up the whole place with posters, because if it stays in the eye, it will stay in the mind. Let us also prepare that as we are posting them, some idiots may be tearing them off. So we should have enough. When they remove them, we put them back. We put them back. We take them to the marketplace. We put it on stores. We put it on doors. And our members, these young boys, I like them because they are daring. Let's give it to the young people to put in their rooms, on the doors to their houses, their gates, everywhere. Flood up everywhere. They remove it, we put it again. We cannot overemphasize that. If we're delaying because we want to be the poster family of INEC, of saying, okay, Peter B did not post anything until his campaign started on the 28th. That's understandable. But from this 28th, I think we should flood as many places as we can, not just with P2B space, but with the LP and the logo of the LP. It's very important. We must teach everyone to identify the logo of the Labour Party. Is very important. P2B's picture may not be on the ballot, we don't know, but at least one thing we know for sure is LP and the logo Mama Papa Pikin will be on the ballot paper. It's important. That's what we should begin to teach people right now. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for bringing this up. These are some of the things that we need finances for, some of the things that we can have as resources. Please. Thank you so much for requesting. And Bishop, please do the best that you can. We all need it everywhere we are.
Engineer Damu, Walai Kasani and Chicken Damwa, Engineer Damu has put me in a very big trouble because as soon as you said I am more popular than, as soon as you said I am more popular than,
yes, no,
but
I'm saying the
hold on. Yeah, I know you're saying the fact, but let me tell you what happened. As soon as you said that I'm more popular than the Labour Party chairman in your state, they blocked my Twitter account. I'm using my backup now. they blocked.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, Bishop. I'm sorry, Bishop.
No problem.
I'm sorry,
No
Bishop.
problem.
I'm sorry, Bishop.
No problem. Agenda must agenda. Yes. Peter Obi must become president, whether they like it or not. They block, we open. They block, we open. But I'll try to recover that account. Yeah, I'll try to recover that account.
Please, sorry, Bishop.
No problem.
Please, please give me someone that can actually a true obedient that I can add to my group. Someone that can convince people. Someone that can talk, because I have people that can control. They have control over 20 to 30 people, each person in my group. I have a house of members and co. The network I'm controlling. So if I will be able to get someone that, because I don't want to just. So it was a big debate. You don't know that. Do you get me? Someone that can speak so that I will support him. If you get what I'm trying to say, someone that then I will be
understand.
the one that will be supporting.
Yeah, I understand. So let me reach out to my contacts.
Thank you very much.
Let me reach out to my contacts.
Thank you.
Just come into my DM. This very account, not the other one. The other one, I think I'll get it back after a week or so. So
I hope so. Thank you.
I will fight. No, it was I know who reported my account. It was Festus Kiamo because of one of my comments I made to him. But it is fine. No problem. Let us go now. Let's take Nkem. Nkem, you're a lady. Go ahead, Nkem. Sorry, is it Nem crunchy peanuts? Oh, those peanuts are crunchy. Wow. Are you in Lagos?
No, I'm in Akwa Ibom State.
Oh, but yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, the host. Good evening, the co-host. Good evening, Mama Hilda. So good to hear from you. Good evening, Magnificent.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm grateful to be here. Now, so I dey stroll. When I just have time, I will just log in and stroll around looking for spaces that obedient are gisting and are talking sense. I will just branch and enter and just to hear one or two things so that I can also learn. Now, so I dey waka. Immediately I have time, I log in and then I just listen to what's going on. I'm so glad and delighted to be here. I've also been a while that I've been here. The only concern I have, the only question I have, please, is there a way this INEC people can just open a window for transfers PVC? Even it's 7 days, even it's 14 days, there's nothing impossible, because I can't imagine that in a bank I will walk in and get my ATM there if I'm looking for a new one, or maybe I misplaced it, or maybe it expired. Sometimes they make many things in Nigeria as if it's impossible. Meanwhile, they just looking for ways to disenfranchise many people. I'm just suggesting, is there a way that maybe as we are going for that match, Occupy INEC nationwide, some of them, we can just chip in and just tell them, a window will not kill them. A window will not kill them. It will not kill anybody. A little window, even if it's 7 days, even if it's 14 days, for transfer PVC, or even a little registration. How come the banks are giving ATM cards? I'm just thinking, this thing is system. This thing that are using, everything is digitalized. I don't know why everything in Nigeria is as if they won't make it hard. Be like people hard, well for Nigeria. Even to read a biology, be like say the teacher won't make them very hard. I'm a teacher. I try to make my own very easy. I think, I draw more, I try and so that they can get what I'm saying. So I'm just thinking, is there a way Nigeria can just make many things easy? Like this kind of, can they just open a little window? And the people they've said they cancel, how are we sure? How are we sure? We should get a third body to look through what INEC is doing. Because as I'm saying, I'm sorry to say this, I don't see the independent they mention in that their name. I don't think they are independent. I'm just thinking what is trying to be funny. Mama, now so it, and so I they feel for my body. They vex. Now just they look them. They sit down for office. They know they work. They know they do nothing. They should be working. They should be doing this now. You know hard. They just want to make it look as if not a breakstone. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless us. Please, everyone should remember to always pray for at Peter Obi. Please put him in prayer. However you want to pray. A Muslim, Christian, traditionalist, put your name. They put his name on the altar of fire. Put those people that are NSPPD. Let fire consume anybody that wants to look for his trouble. His Excellency Peter Obi must win the election. And that labor shall not be in vain. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless us all. I miss my mind.
Okay, crunchy nuts. Let me tell you, I think they are more afraid even than the ruling parties, or as they describe them in Nigeria, the most popular parties. I think these ones are very afraid. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because, a lot of organizations, international organizations, local NGOs, and all of that have asked for that window. They don't want to, because it looks as if the more they register, the more they realize that they are registering obedience. They also know, people talk to people. How do you wake up? The man who put it the best way is the governor of Edo State, who said, have you seen this obedience? They are everywhere. They are in your home, they are in your employ, they are your drivers, they are everywhere. So even INEC, even within the INEC themselves, there are obedience in the INEC. Who come out and tell you, no, this can be done better? So I think that we should focus now on what Barrister had said. We should focus on helping people from the online portal identify where their cards are, the cards that are ready so that people can go and pick up their cards. Right now, there's no crowd at the INEC office, so people can actually just walk in there now and pick up their cards without a lot of stress. Let them not keep it until last minute or keep it until some other people go and buy their cards. Let them go now and pick up their cards. Our second message should be to all obedience, the ones who did not get to complete their registration. If we have any of such people that are between 18 years and whatever other age, let's advise them right now, all of them, go and volunteer. Go to the INEC portal, register and volunteer to serve, so that that other structure, the electoral structure that they use in stealing, where we have appointed maybe 4 persons per unit, we will have another extra 4 who are volunteers who will ensure that the vote is uploaded before they leave the unit, so that the beavers will work for us. So that's what I think our focus should be now. Advising people to go and pick up their cards, getting to help people find out where their cards are so they can go to the exact place and not just run around circles. Ensure that people get all their PVCs in their pockets before December, because election is February. In January, there will be too much rush, and then they may begin to say, oh, they have closed. Oh, this place is locked. Oh, this, oh, that. Let's rule out all the and go on to the right thing to do. God on our side. 2023, Nigeria will have her first street victory party. Victory, street party. It won't be an Aso Villa party. It will be streets of Nigeria coming alive, because a good man will be our president. That's what we know. And a lot of good people will be at the National Assembly, at state houses, and at state assembly. God on our side.
Amen. God on our side. So, Magnific Dude, you want to take over from here?
Yeah, I mean, I could take over, but I wanted to call Auntie Hilda's attention to something, but I think she already answered. She already made mention of it, because some people sent me a DM saying she did not acknowledge what Barrister said. Was it an oversight, or was it because somebody said she's not from Labour Party? And I said, no, Barrister Juliet is part of the youth movement. We're not just basing it on party this time around. It's on also on candidature and how we see the candidate. We're not only looking at just party per se. But fortunately, you just commented, your last comment was in line with what she was asking you about INEC and getting people get their PVCs ahead of time and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say, I think it was an oversight, but you answered it. So.
Oh, yeah. Plus, for Barrister Juliet, I think that, we all need platforms. And at the time that people were running primary, some people had not exactly made up their minds about whether or not they wanted to. And then by the time they were ready, some parties had finished primaries and released lists. Some have even completed substitution and sent out their list and uploaded their list to INEC and all of that. So somebody like Barrister may have wanted to be part of Labour, but not having that opportunity, that space, had gone for the only space that was available to her, which is the ADC. And since we're all saying, let's deal with people that we trust, and she feels like, I want to provide this service. For me, leadership is service. It's like somebody saying, give me the opportunity to serve you, to do something that is right, to lead so that you can all follow and let's achieve what we want, because I know how, because I know I can. I think that that's what's going on right now with a lot of young people who are asking for offices, for the opportunity to lead, to provide service for their people. So for me, I don't know her personally, but going by the way that she sounds, I think she's a very brilliant young person and, deserves support. And if on her own before now, she was already helping people with INEC registration and all of that, it goes beyond just wanting an office. It's a passion to support people. It's the way I see service is the same way that I see giving. You don't have it, you don't have it, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So that's my take on her. I would support anything that makes a lot of sense and anything that gives power to the people. that gives opportunities to the people, that makes the people become the best version of themselves, that makes us understand why God blessed this country in the first place. I can't jackpot now. At this age, jackpot to go and do what now? What will I do where I'm going? Where I'm coming from, I'm celebrated by my people, loved by my people, loved by both Nigerians and non-Nigerians who meet and know me. So I go where now and be who first? It's very complicated. Let's just support one another to take this country to where she deserves right now. We're so way behind where we were in 2015. If we were even there, it would be encouraging. But we have moved like 20 something years backwards. So we don't even know where we want to start right now, the way it is. But thank God we have a man who says we can do this. We can move from being a consumer nation to becoming a production nation, to becoming a manufacturing nation, to using the lands that God has blessed us with as farming lands, to teach young people how to work and enjoy the fruit of their labor. That's my take. And if a barrister is one of those that God requires to help do this work, let's give her our support.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. So guys, you've heard that now. So stop disturbing me and well, yeah. Where's Bishop? Okay, I guess Bishop.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. Take it away, bro.
I just say if you won't continue, but no worry now.
No,
Now
I'm
maybe
enjoying your flow. Until that is enjoying your flow. So let's not disturb the flow. Keep it going, bro. You got it. But until that, yeah, you can always jackpot to come and do a mugo now from time to time.
Yeah, Omugo will be fine, but not jackpot because I'm running away from Nigeria happening to me.
Well,
Omugo
you're right.
is lovely. Omugo holiday, family get together, awesome. That is great. But jackpot because Nigeria don't tire person, it's not something I really want to do. Because you'll be carrying the frustration with you. Like somebody said, everywhere you go, Nigeria chases after you. Because whether you like it or not, somebody is going to see you and call your full name. And your full names are Nigerian names. Let's just work this country. Let's get this country to become one of those that people can envy. If people like my mother graduated and had a car waiting for them and jobs waiting for them, why can't that happen again? Why can't that happen again? Why can't young people finish secondary school and know that they can attend good universities? Why can't people, when I was in school, we had exchange programs. Students go abroad and people from abroad come here to go. Why can't that happen again? Why can't we have the exchange programs again? Why can't we have students' excursion tickets? As an undergrad, I traveled a lot of times on excursion tickets. Right now, there are no excursion tickets anymore. Why can't children travel with children's tickets, with students' tickets anymore? Once a child is above 2, that's it. They say you buy full ticket. What kind of country are we in, anyways? Why? I don't like crying about all the things that have failed off. I like to just look at solutions and say, okay, let's follow the solutions. But it's too much now. It's just too much right now. And we need to rescue this country. What Mr. Peter Obi and some of us are doing now is saying, come on, let's rescue our country before a total collapse. It's almost a total collapse. I'm telling you. There's not a hospital where you go to and you will find all the medicines. Okay, right after the COVID lockdown, I traveled to go and bury a friend who had passed. My COVID test in Nigeria cost me 55,000 in Lagos. The same COVID test in Ghana cost me $50. The same test cost $20. Why is mine so high, Bikono? Why is the one in my country so high? There's too much. You keep asking yourselves questions. They say, oh, education costs a lot of money when you are outside. Very true. But hello, if I have to be in school in Nigeria and I go to school for 2 weeks and then there's a strike for 10 weeks, then I'm called back on the 13th week and I'm given an exam right after. I haven't been in school. I haven't been in school. So that becomes a problem. If the doctors can't function because everything in the hospital, you go to a teaching hospital, they refer you to a private hospital. When it gets private hospital is returning to the public hospital to, like, what is all that? What is all that?
Okay. Mark, you say you like my flow. You turn full man like me. Person papa to pipeline. It is well, oh, but no problem. We go move. Thank you very much, guys, for waiting here. Green Pasture, what's up? How you doing, bro?
Fine. Good evening, everybody. Bishop, Pearl, Magnific
Hey,
Dude.
Bishop, if you tire you, I will drum. No, well.
No, you. I know you go talk. You wait. Which of the pipeline? The one you give to Polo to maintain? I be which one you turn me to?
I beg you, continue, man. Take it away.
Green Pasture, man. It's all yours.
Yes.
Take it away, like Mark would say.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, Mama Hilda. We love you so much. Sorry, I just really want to ask, like, what do you have to say about you remember during the Occupy Nigeria, we saw so many celebrities who had come out to support the movement down, how Jonathan was not really performing. But we're seeing a lot of silence from them right now. We remember during the NSAS, we also saw so many celebrities. But we are hopeful that maybe by the time the campaign begin proper, it's possible they will come out. So maybe you might need to respond to that. And also, you said something about if you see it in your eye, it stays in your mind, which has to do with like campaign materials. From my data collection, based on all the spaces, especially the 1 million march, announce your state that is being handled by a magnific dude, you realize that most of the people that call through from every state in Nigeria, what they are requesting for is materials to campaign for. And you said something about you can never overemphasize the importance of these campaign materials. So what do you really have to say to people that really want to donate? Like, because Bishop has been saying, somebody has given him 5 shirts, 3 shirts, and from every other part of the country, people need these materials, and the resource is a little bit limited, but are also seeing that people are trying their best and doing everything. What do you really have to say to the structure of the Labour Party and how they've really communicated to support groups? Then lastly, the local Occupy Nigeria on the 22nd of this month. It's like, I just want to say to everybody that is here, identify where INEC office is close to you. I already know my own. So if you are here and you don't really know where the INEC office is close to in your local government, please and please identify where that location is. So that by that day when we are going there, it's be like, okay, you already know where the INEC office is in your local government. Thank you very much. And please don't forget, if you have any campaign material you really want to support Bishop with, is either you contact Bishop, but you can also contact me so we can get this popping and really making sure that the energy is moving. Thank you very much. Take the mic.
Bishop. Thank you very much, Green Pasture. Well, these materials can never be overemphasized, okay? And this is just to introduce to us. Mark, please kindly share your space now, the one for tomorrow, so people can come. It's a fundraising space. Yes, there's no election that can be won without money. Some people will not like to hear money, but the truth is, if this country must change, money is needed to change this country. So please, Mark, host a fundraising space.
Auntie Hilda just dropped, Bishop. Auntie Hilda dropped, so we need to bring her back up. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. But I sent her a request to come back up.
Okay, Auntie Hilda, please come back up, please. I beg you in the name of God. please, so that you can
Yeah,
have
go
a
ahead.
heart. Okay, so you can have a heart-to-heart talk with your people. We dey wait to you. Thank you very much. Green Pasture Ballet. Thank you guys. Please go check out Green Pasture's Twitter account. You can see he produced nice bit of his souvenirs, and most of all, he is obedient. Thank you very much. Mm,
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Go
the
ahead.
space starts 9 o'clock Nigerian time. It's the 1 million mark space. I would put it on the jumbotron before. Where we need everybody to please come on board and try to help out. We're organizing the 1 million man match and grassroots mobilization. Guys, it's good that you guys are seeing it when it happens every Saturday or Sunday now, and you're all excited and you say, "Yeah, you're pressing next, and we're doing this." But I tell you what, the work that goes behind the scene to get it out on Saturday, I mean, it's enormous for real. But we've chosen to do it, so we will do it regardless of how we see it. We have no choice at this point because it's our own way of contributing to this movement. Um, every week, at least, people come together. We donate minimum of ₦500,000, and we disperse to different states and sometimes millions like that. It's no lie, but it's not easy. I mean, it's an uncomfortable situation. Some people look at you like you're trying to collect money from them for personal use or stuff like that. But we've developed thick skin over the weeks and months now. But the truth of the matter is, somebody has to do it. We can't keep shouting, PO, election, hey, we support this man, and you're not putting your money where your mouth is. Everything we do here involves money. We have to spend money to print flyers, just like Green Pasture said. We have to do stickers, do banners, do everything. It's not free. It's not. People go out there every Saturday to march. The banners are not free. Nobody gives them to us for free. Nobody picks it by the roadside. The DJs, the truck, the trailer you see that pulling people up and down, this thing costs money. So, Miss Bells, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Auntie Hilda, if you can hear me, please do well to accept the mic once again and come back up here. I've sent you an invite, but if you cannot see the invite, just Dr. Luwashe, I see you, Klaus and everyone. Let's just wait a little bit, let Auntie Hilda come back up here. And I'm getting some DMs. Some people are trying to come up as well, but they aren't able to. If you are having that situation right now, you might want to leave this space and return. It happens every single time we host spaces. People are not able to request for the mic. So you might want to leave and return. So Auntie Hilda, please, we are patiently waiting for you up here. Do well to come back here. Thank you very much, Ma. And then Mark, please check your DM. Thank you.
All right, will do. So please let's all know that we need all the support we can get. October 1st, about 10 to 12 states will be doing their 1 million man match. October 1st, you know. So we have to come together, rally around each other, and try to make it happen. Now let me call this to you guys' attention too. We need about 10 to 12 lawyers that are going to be filing lawsuits against INEC, against Ebonyi State, against Kaduna State, against Lagos State, and one other state, I think Zamfara. I mean, all this thing costs money. We're not waiting for Labour Party to come do it for us. We have to take the bull by its horn, and we have to do this thing ourselves. So we need all the necessary help we can get. So if you guys feel the need to be part of it, you want to help out, you want to push this thing forward further than it is right now, man, feel free to come and donate. But the truth is, whether you like it or yes, we have to move, and we are moving. And I like the fact that I hear people saying we are pressing their neck, we're doing this. But the regulars that come every day, spend their money to get data and come and talk with us and strategize with us and donate with us. Man, kudos to you guys, man, because like I always say, without you guys, there won't be any space at all. So I look, you guys are my hero. You guys are the one that give me that energy to wake up as early as 3 a.m. my time and stay till like forever. I can't do it without you guys. So thank you so much, everyone. But let's keep this going and let's try to make sure we are on board with this project. 50 naira, 100 naira, whatever. Look, posters, printer. INEC, the match is on the what? On Thursday. We need to raise funds. We need to push people out. We need to buy materials, t-shirts, face cap. We need to customize those things. Guys, please, let's come together and do it, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much.
One more space, Mike. We're having a space tomorrow evening for PVC giveaways. So, guys, we'll be having the space tomorrow evening, right, Mag? Evening by 8. Is that it?
Yes,